Oh, can you see us? Can you hear us?
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Please confirm. Yes. Okay, that's
Okay, we're
great.
live.
Thank you. Apologies, we had small technical issues. As you can see, we are in the new place, in one of the conference rooms, and yeah, it was actually quite difficult to get everything working again. But luckily, we are here. Hello there, and welcome to our another lunch stream. I'm here with Michał today. Jakub, sorry, Michał is upstairs. Michał is looking after the campaign, is upstairs. I'm Jakub and Szymon.
Less than hour to actual launch.
Yeah, so we still have a few hours left. So if you want to have a chat with us, if you want to have some questions, please be free to ask them. Let me just check if the system works. Is everything actually... Not really, because I cannot pop up the questions. Right.
Oh, it's fine. We'll manage.
We'll manage. So we will manage. We will manage somehow. If you have questions, please keep them coming. We will. We'll get that. We will just read them out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. As you can see, we've
So one of
decorated the table a little bit here.
Yeah, one of the questions which we have is the pledge open on GameFound. Not yet. Normally we start our stream an hour before we go live. So on the campaign is gonna be up and running within 52 minutes. So we have that 52 minutes just to enjoy us and enjoy our faces and lovely voices. So usually if you have some questions about the game itself, we're happy to answer them. You have some other questions. Usually it's almost like normal Ask Me Anything, so you can ask anything about the project, anything about the future of the projects and such. So we're going to be happy to answer those questions. Yeah, so when we had a small fallout. Okay, let's go through the questions.
Mr. XS says, I've got a question about the unit leaflet. I think it's a good idea, but will they be available for legacy, I'm assuming that's shipping, and on your website to download it? I'm assuming he's referring to like a small description of every unit. I'm assuming.
I've known there's a number of improvements in the game itself, and also in the rulebook section. So a few things we're gonna be adding into the rulebooks, like rosters. So you will find them on the back of the on the rulebooks. So yeah, we will. The unit leaflet, that's one of them, I think, which is there. The other one, which is the new
Introductory scenario.
Exactly, which the idea for that one is basically to take you through the rules from the beginning to end. So that's that.
Yeah, speaking of says, Stretch Pay is only available at GameFound. There will be no installment in the Pledge Manager. So I believe we do normally set limits for how long you can wait before you pledge using Stretch Pay. I believe it's around 6 months for this campaign.
Yeah. So you'll be able to do that. And then you will have a little bit of time. I mean, depending on if you want to get the early shipping or not, because the first initial early shipping or legacy shipping, it's scheduled for the first quarter of 2025 next year, and then the remaining will be sent out later. So how the Stretch Pay works? You pay in installments from the beginning of the campaign, and then you pay monthly, right? And at some point, there's a cutoff. And at some point, once the cutoffs happens, if the pledge manager is opened, your installments are paid off, you're ready to go. If not, if you want to close your pledge managers still receive them in the first shipping or just wait for the second shipping, you have to pay it off completely. So if you join to the campaign later, and if you're going to have an open pledge manager with Stretch Pay, we don't know that yet, then you will have at least 3 months, maybe 4 months to pay it off completely. So back in now, so supporting the project now, back in the project now, which is better option because you have seven installments. So you don't have to be like one at one go.
Yeah, just a reminder as well, you can only use stretch pay once per campaign. Once you pay it off, you're not going to be able to use it again if you decide to make another pledge or... Yeah. Yeah, let's just jump to some more questions, I guess.
Yeah.
What else do we have?
Oh, that's plenty.
Yeah, lots of questions.
How many stretch goals we can expect? So I believe team prepared how many?
Nearly 100.
Nearly 100. So we will see if we can actually get all the 100 unlocked. The bar is set high. Well, not that high. I mean, I would say low, but we'll see how it goes. But almost 100.
If we order all in, will we get the legacy first and then the expansion later based on release dates?
If we order all in, if we will get legacy first and then expansion later based on... Yeah, that's correct. So if you're going to select legacy shipping, you're going to get everything which is marked as legacy. So in general, it's everything what we have released thus far from campaign number 1. Yeah, the remaining will be shipped to you later. It's basically dividing your shipping between 2. Yeah.
Doran says, will there be any ideas or solutions about the table hog? Something like some card stands. So I'm assuming he's talking about the amount of space the game takes up on the table. Yeah.
We have the game set up here. Do we have any solution? We don't have a solution in this campaign. What we've seen, if you go on any social media, especially on Facebook, there's a few groups for board game itself, and what you will find, lots of people actually doing like a different type of card stands. They do.
Yeah, you can actually find them on Etsy. If you just search them up on Etsy, you'll find like a couple of people making
woodwork, great woodwork.
Yeah. And we're totally okay with that, right? So it's not like we're going to be jumping up and down because of somebody's actually using that for the board game. And why we don't have any solution? Because that solution is volume wise is quite large, and it wouldn't be cost effective to actually implement that solution with the campaign itself.
Will there be in the next pledge a box with the same quality as the big box for the 3 expansions? Yeah, we do have a separate big box planned for the 3 new expansions and all the content that's coming, all the new content that's coming with this campaign.
Yeah. What we haven't seen is the graphic has not yet been on the page fully updated, because now we know correct dimensions for the new big box for the expansions. So size-wise, it will be the same length and width, just it'll be shorter. It's not going to be that tall. That's the difference. So we want to make sure that one box goes on top of another box for the shipping purposes, but also on your shelf when you're going to put them next to each other or something like that.
Conrad says, hey, great to be here. Quick one. Did any core graphic design changes? I noticed new unit cards are drawn a little bit different.
Mandela's effect.
Yeah,
that wasn't possible.
So maybe because there's a couple of things. We have the same artists, right? So we have the same artists. We use exactly the same artists, especially for the characters. We also hire new artists. So you might see some tiny style change and shift into some other directions. That's correct. You might see something. But many of the cards we have used, or many arts we have used, were Węgorowa arts, and they were designed or made for A4 size at least art. So there's a different approach when you make arts for the card games or for the cards itself, and when you make like a full scale, massive, large art. So yeah, small things you might see. I can help you with the chat. Check your funds. My funds is over there.
Gregor Leloche. Instead of legacy shipping, will it be possible to pay a visit to your studio? Pick the game up in January by myself? Unfortunately not. We're not the ones that ship the game. We basically...
No. This will be shipped
really?
from... Sorry. So I did
Well,
talk.
I
on
had something
Amazon.
else from the CEO. So
Sorry, Shimon, to correct you. We moved away from the shipping company, which was called Green Logistic, and now because our factory grown and we have enough space and room, and also for the costs purposes, we decided to go internally. So every single pledge in the future will be shipped from our factory. So they're going to be first shipped to Poland, like before. So the Green Logistic was located here in Poland. Everything was shipped to their warehouses where they were picking and packing parcels. So second wave of Heroes 3 was actually shipped from here, from our new places. So as a proof of the concept that we can actually do it, there is no logistically any issues whatsoever. So yes, this campaign will be shipped from our factory.
yes, sorry about that. So you can probably come up and pick it up, but I believe you will still have to pay for the shipping costs. I'm not sure if we can refund that.
I think yes, because there is no way of doing that. Kind of doing special thingy for individual backers. You have to understand that all that costs a lot of time, and especially for the accounting, if something goes,
what if they set their shipping address to this address?
Don't give them ideas.
I'm joking, guys. Please don't do that.
But in general, yeah. And about the visits, I mean, the doors are always open. Well, they're locked, but you can always knock the door, and we are happy to show you the factory. If you're around somewhere to the factory, let us know. Maybe send us an email and just say, I'm going to be around your town. I would like to see the factory, how the miniatures are made, how the board games are made, because this is the next step in our factory as an expansion. So all those things are open. I mean, we just had a visitors this week.
Yeah, you get to be a celebrity if you come by.
Yeah, we can see the projects. I mean, there's a lot of things on our wall. You don't see it here, which indicates new projects and new IPs. So yeah, we had like visitors from coming over from the street, seeing the factory, and they would say, hey, look, this is that. Yeah, it is. So it's coming. So not yet announced IPs on the wall. We have those. When I say on the wall, I mean we print on our machine those art pieces. As you can see, this is actually printed on a canvas, and we put them all over the factory on the walls.
Any news on the Heroes Orchestra music app? So I believe when it comes to that, we had some initial talks, I believe, with the Heroes Orchestra, but I don't think that went anywhere. I mean, it's a cool idea, but the thing with an app is it's a lot of work. It's a lot of manpower, it's a lot of hours. We're probably not ready for something like that at this moment in time, but we're still open to it. Maybe in the future.
Okay, Victoria was suggesting that we close the chat window, reopen again, but I'm a little bit scared if I'm going to touch anything, it will just blow up and we won't see no comments whatsoever. So we will carry on like that. It's no worries. Next time we will make sure the questions are popping up on the screen.
I believe I already answered this, but yeah, with the legacy shipping work, if you pack all new and then get the rest separately, or will you have to wait for both legacy and the expansion until September?
Yeah, we did answer. So it's two separate shipping. Legacy is the first shipping wave, and second shipping wave will be all the expansions.
Yep.
They're not spread apart that much. I would say maybe 6 months, 7 months, depending on the correct manufacturing times from manufacturer, which is always, we're gonna make it in 3 months, but end up in 6 months. Yeah.
Nicola asks a good question.
Where is it? Here, Nicola.
What about shipping? How do we pay that, and is it worldwide? So we don't have worldwide shipping. We don't ship to South America. We don't ship to Belarus, and we don't ship to Russia due to courier issues. You'll pay for shipping once we launch the Pledge Manager, and the Pledge Manager is it's what happens after we finish the campaign. So a couple of weeks or a couple of months after the campaign's over, we're going to launch the Pledge Manager. So you'll be able to add more add-ons if you want to during that phase. But any people that missed the original campaign will also be able to join the campaign then. So yeah, you pay for shipping at that point. You're not paying for shipping right now, today, or during this campaign.
Yeah. The prices on shipping, they are estimated prices, by the way. So sometimes they small vary up and down. We did them in the caves when we had like option to actually give you much better price for some of the pledges. So please bear in mind that one. They're not gonna go up or down for more than 10%, by the way, right? So it all depends on the on that. But you will be able to see them once the campaign starts, the prices.
Will there be a campaign book for Inferno? Well, I believe you'll have to look forward to see that.
We can already confirm this, yeah.
Okay.
So here you have there's gonna be a campaign for Inferno with this campaign.
Legion asks, will there be more? Will there be accepted 3 new expansions? So more expansions like more heroes and map tiles for the game, or buildings for every building on the map?
Highly possible in future. We've prepared 3 brand new expansions and many additional stuff. Just keep your eyes peeled on stretch goals. More heroes, more tiles could be added to the game next quarters.
Yeah, you have to something bear in mind that we really like to do in the future, once this campaign is finished, to put the game into live service mode. It means that at some point every quarter, at least every quarter, we like to release new content, which won't be live, exactly, which won't be the content you have to spend money on, but something you can download it, print it and play, like additional missions and such.
Yeah, so there's a comment here mentioning a 3rd campaign. So for context, we're not planning at this moment to launch a 3rd campaign. The expansions now, they're probably going to release to retail. I don't believe we have any plans for a 3rd campaign.
No, we don't have.
Well, again, plans can change because we said that there's not going to be a 2nd campaign, but there was. So plans can change, but it's again unlikely at this stage.
Yeah. As Szymon said, at the moment we don't have. We had discussion about it. Maybe in the future to do something like, in 6 years' time or 5 years' time, do something about it. But at the moment we don't have no plans for the next campaign, unless something else changed. So we'll let you know. You usually just watch our AMA, and you can keep asking the same question. And once I have more info, I will definitely spill the beans.
Hello everyone. We thought about making an app for the game, including the cities. Or I'm assuming they're talking about the factions here. Unfortunately, with frequent play, the tiles that are removed inserted wear out. This is a highly consumable item.
Well, it's great to know that it's on the frequently play. That's great to know. Making an app for the game. Well, there was some take. There was a take on the app on the game. So the part of this live service would my dream would be to have like app which allows you to get some push notification about the new content which is coming for the game, and maybe use your pad or tablet just to view the content and play that way. But we haven't got we haven't moved this one any further. Still waiting for the IT, this gentleman we had in touch with on Pyrcon. There was one person who actually made the app. We've seen it, but it requires more features than the one was just in the app. So yeah, and just imagine the app which you can play music, you can do this. We have a campaign, this digital campaign which we created. You can go on our channel on YouTube and have a look on it. I mean, you can play it through that way. But imagine this one on application. Imagine this one on the phone. It would be much more better experience.
Yeah. It would be nice also if people had a more centralized way to share and play scenarios as well.
Yeah.
Because right now, if you're unaware, we do recommend joining our Discord server. There is a map maker section specifically for Heroes of Might and Magic, where you can share custom content with everyone else, and that's how people share their scenarios and campaigns with each other. Yeah. There's also like people make custom factions there as well. You can do all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
At the moment we are making an application for Masters of the Universe Battlegrounds, so we will have more experience in future.
So Magi says, if there are any adjustments in the rulebooks for the previous campaign, any chance to get my hands on them, even if I only order all new stuff, given I already have the rest of the stuff from the previous campaign?
Yeah, that supplement which I mentioned about the rules, it will be available to every single backer, by the way. So that supplement introduction to the game itself, it's gonna go to the core box, the main box, but additionally for those of you who don't pledge for the code box again, you will still get it.
Yeah, I believe
That's
it's,
only one thing.
more referring to like, are there going to be any balance changes around the game?
I don't know if is it required at the moment. I mean, we haven't seen all of the things we've been looking at the game itself, and all of the things we've been already told that what needs fixing, like small bits and bobs. I haven't seen anywhere on the list like we need to balance some units. So it'd be great to start tracking this one.
Balance is a difficult topic because it's very hard to gather a sizable number of statistics with a physical game like this. So I mean, it's something we can definitely look out for.
Yeah, but I haven't seen anything which is totally broken. Like this unit is totally broken, and we have to do something about it.
I mean, there are people that say all sorts of things, but they're just like individual people, so it's hard to.
We follow the majority. Like we have to follow the majority. If the majority were going to say like a dragon needs to be changed or some other character, then yes, we can actually work on that one. At the moment, we haven't seen anything like that, which is great for the game.
Yeah, and the 3 new factions will be highly tested and balanced. I've got a short talk with one of the designers. They are even now testing the Cove, Conflux, and Strongholds and creating reports. So new factions will be blast, and they will be highly tested and balanced.
Yeah. Okay, more questions.
Yeah. Oh, is Heroes Orchestra in the chat as well?
Regards.
Well, yeah, kind regards. It's nice to see you guys. Can we either get replacement town tiles or town boards as an add-on? The fit makes them unusable currently.
Yeah, this is a somewhat recurring topic. It is definitely it can be a little bit tight, but I have seen some solutions. Generally speaking, you do have to be quite careful with how you take these out. Generally speaking, you should be able to take them out without too many issues. You just have to kind of just pinch them like this. Just take your top finger, put it here, put your bottom of the thumb, or put your thumb on the bottom, and you should be able to take it out without too many issues, without like damaging the tiles.
How they say, hold your iPhone sideways. Do you remember this meme? But anyway, this is something we've been discussing with manufacturers just to see how they can improve. It's about the cutting tool. It's about the thickness of the cutting blades. So definitely for the reprint, I think it was already fixed anyway on their side, but for the reprint it will be slightly improved. For your current for the current solution, is as Szymon mentioned, just be careful with them. And I've seen some other solutions, like somebody even used the tiny.
Some people have sanded them down as well. That is a solution. Just don't sand them down too much, because then they're just not going to stick in.
Yeah. So there are some tiny solutions to improve that one. Although this is the one of the quality. Well, this is the top quality thingy which we focus with the reprint.
Yeah.
And moving ahead. I mean, that's a new thing, by the way. So something for us new, and for the manufacturer as well new. So we need to create a good process to actually improve that one.
Yeah, so there's another person asking if there's going to be any collaboration between us and Heroes Orchestra for like a music app or something similar.
We were thinking at the moment not. Maybe in the future. As I said, this is basically we needed everything in one go. So if we're gonna push the button with the having up the app for this game, then definitely we'll have to have music. So we're gonna have to work with Heroes Orchestra for that one. Mm-hmm. That's that.
Are you planning to release any additional expansions beyond this campaign?
Already answered.
Yeah, we have already answered this, but there is another question. I mean, in there, will, for example, perhaps additional combat boards.
So I believe some of the art for the combat boards has already been done. We just haven't. We basically changed the system, the way combat boards work, so we didn't end up using those arts, unfortunately. Are we planning to reuse them possibly in the future, possibly even in this campaign as an add-on?
Why not?
Okay, so at this point it'll probably have to be left to the pledge manager, but yeah, we'll have to look into it.
I mean, here, just going back to the combat board, just for a second. I know there's some people asking for actually having like a mat instead of paper one. So have it made from different material, just to be much more robust and much more, let's say, better quality or lifespan. We haven't made a decision yet. We haven't made a call yet. Maybe in the future. But as I mentioned many amas ago, if we're going to do things like that, we need to make sure that it's made in house internally, but it's not external, because external doesn't give us the quality we always wanted to have.
Yeah, there's a lot of variables when it comes to making these kinds of mats, and we need to just be there and look at it as it comes out of the machine, so we can quickly decide is this what we want to go for? Because we don't want to be surprised when it ships like halfway across the world. It arrives and it's not like what we were looking for.
Can you share anything with the stretch rewards? Well, what's the best one for you? What do you guys think? What is going to be the best one? Catapults? That's one.
More and more heroes, and keep watch on the neutral units. The rest of the neutral units, we don't have all of them in the first campaign, but they will be available now, also from Horn of the Abyss.
Yeah. Are we planning to do anything with the art book, new art book?
I don't believe we have any plans just for like the additional factions.
Not at this point. Maybe in Pledge Manager?
Yeah, so again, something to consider.
Here's one question, and I'm happy to answer this because I already answered this question. So the question is, can you buy the empty big box empty? Can you buy the big box empty? Javier, unfortunately, no, that won't be optional, because the thing is, if we're going to make a big box, we have to ship it from China to Poland, which means the cost of the shipping will be huge. We're gonna be shipping air, nothing else. And then I would have to use this cost to put on a price tag. So for the big box, I'm gonna have to ask you to pay maybe $40, $50, and you're gonna say you're crazy. Why you wanna charge me $50 for the empty box? And just to avoid these questions and unnecessary issues with, Archon is trying to take our money with $50 empty box, we decided not to go for it. That's simple. I hope you understand, and I'm sorry for that. I understand some people would like to have, but yeah, there's no business case there.
There's also a lot of issues where it could arrive damaged because it's so light. It could get thrown around very easily.
Yeah.
So it's more prone to damage. But it's also the case that it also increases the cost of basically every other product as well, because we have to allocate more time towards making these empty boxes, and that just splits the amount of overall products that we're offering.
That's the good question.
Good day, heroes. Will the cards in the new big box be marked to separate them with the ones from the old big box?
As far as I know, the logos for the expansions should be added.
Yeah, should be on the cards.
Yep.
Think not only that, you're gonna have what you're going to find on the bottom of the cards is also the number/number. I think we decided to put like first number, which indicates which add-on or expansion they're coming from, / by number of cards you will find in the deck, in the box. So finally we have this proper indication from which expansion they're coming from, and so on. So that's slightly changed. Here's another question.
Yeah, question about co-op missions. Will there be new co-op missions? Yes, we are definitely planning more co-op missions. I have asked the team as well about this, because it was a very common question during the first campaign. So yeah, we are planning to add more co-op missions or co-op scenarios.
Okay. What else? More questions.
Hi guys, does Inferno have their campaign missions? I was searching for that in the big box but couldn't find. Yeah, so we're going to be releasing the Inferno missions with this campaign, so you can stay tuned for that.
Yes.
We haven't revealed it yet, but we'll get there soon enough.
Any speaking on the stretch goals we just mentioned, there's plenty of them. I saw one which the first stretch goals you're going to find is the catapult. And catapults actually plural.
Or ballista.
Or ballista. Catapults or ballista?
Ballista, I think.
Either of them. Well, now you know two. Now you know at least there are two. At least ballista and at least catapult. How about tents? Do we have them? Okay. Will Inferno get solo campaign?
Yep, already answered this. They're going to get it.
Okay.
In the previous campaign, there was talk about a Glory Elf faction. Is there any chance of that in this campaign, stretch goal wise? I'd love it. Stretch goal wise, absolutely not.
Not at this point. However, some interesting trivia. I've received the message from the Day of Reckoning modern team, and they are asking about cooperation in future, about implementing this faction, the portrayal of the faction in the board game. Cannot confirm or deny this at this point, but subject for discussion.
Okay. I do have this one copied. No, maybe not. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, Conrad asks, any ideas of moving Heroes paperwork to Poland? Yeah, this is actually a very interesting question. For Heroes in general, well, for the board game version, probably not, because it would just require, it would be a nightmare. But for future projects, we are looking forward to having more of our projects be done in Poland. So I believe Orion will be done fully in Poland. Is that correct?
Yeah. Master of Orion, there will be the first projects we plan to do fully in Poland. And then in the future, we will see how it goes. But at some point, maybe even Heroes. I mean, initially, we wanted to make Heroes in Poland, but there was a problem with miniatures, to make those miniatures. And
One Piece miniatures.
One Piece miniatures. And to get those One Piece miniatures here in Poland, it will be costing much more than... and it's basically worth it. So that was the basically cost was the reason. Nowadays, is actually the costs are flattened down. So which means that cost comparing to Chinese manufacturing, Polish manufacturing for the paper component is getting very, very close to each other. So maybe at some point we're going to have that one, yeah?
Yeah, and it's also just less risky because the factory is much closer. We don't have to wait months for shipping.
That's correct, yes. That's also
so many delays as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe one day we will produce factory in our factory.
Well, the one of the AMAs, I discussed this one, how the expansion happens. So now currently we're going to do a bold expansion with a massive warehouse just to accommodate all the shipping coming from China. But also partially this factory will be set up also for the paper manufacturing, starting with cards manufacturing and boxes manufacturing. And anything else will be supplied from the other Polish companies. But in the future, we'd like to do everything in-house, from A to Z.
What would you recommend to choose, big boxes or individual boxes? So for me personally, I would choose the individual boxes because I prefer the art on all the boxes. But if you want to have everything in a big convenient box, if you just like playing with all the expansions every time, then the big box is probably the choice for you.
Yeah.
Big box could be more convenient if you are transporting all of the stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
So I missed the first campaign and therefore the art book. So the art book should be available as an add-on.
Yep. The old one.
Yeah, the old one. We're not going to be making a new one, but you're still going to be able to get the old one in this campaign through the add-on section.
Yeah. 1 second. Can you just carry on, guys? Because I'm trying to find a way of fixing this.
Thank you. Does anyone from your team live in Warsaw from Heroes Orchestra? I believe maybe some of our artists may live there, although I'm not sure.
Konrad, our sculptor,
Possibly.
and Stefano
Well, there's also Maciej. I mean, whom?
in Warsaw. Who from our team is living in Warsaw?
Oh,
Konrad and Maciej. Konrad and Stefano.
No, anymore. They used to live in Warsaw. I think only Stefano lives in Warsaw now.
One of our sculptors.
One of the sculptors lives in the in Warsaw. Will there be new solo missions? Yes. That's the answer.
Yeah, each faction will receive a dedicated solo campaign.
Can you tell me approximately how many cards there will be in the all-new pledge? Oh, that's a tough one. The thing is, we're still balancing these expansions. Although I believe they haven't already been budgeted out.
Check the expansion list on the page.
Yeah. Once we launch the campaign in
we've got table
in
of
18
contents.
Minutes, you'll know. Yeah, you'll be able to check in 18 minutes.
Yep. Yeah, Inferno. I can see there's again question coming back about the Inferno. So yes, we confirmed that Inferno will be there. Also, solo play for the Inferno. Okay.
Sorry, maybe for a stupid question. There are no stupid questions, don't worry. I'm a newbie in crowdfunding stuff. Will there be an opportunity to buy all expansions in some stores in the future? Thank you. So there are some stuff that are exclusive, which you won't be able to get in stores. We may make some of it available during trade shows, but for the most part, you will be able to buy. You'll be able to get most expansions. Right now, I believe it's mainly just the tower expansion that is limited behind crowdfunding and trade shows.
Out of the topic a bit, are you guys okay with all the flutes? Are you far from?
Yeah, we're on the other side of the country, so
Northern Poland, so we're safe.
Yeah, so we based in north. If you look at the map where the Poznań is, so and then when you move your finger like 100 kilometers from Poznań north, so halfway through to the Baltic Sea, it's a small town called Pila, and this is the town where we are located in. Yeah. So very lovely town, very nice area. And around it there is nothing. There's nothing around you. So it's peace and quiet, let's say. Yeah. But at the moment we're safe. I mean, we are, but obviously the north of the Poland is absolutely mayhem. So very, very sorry for what's going on there. I hope everybody will recover very, very quickly. It's a disaster, basically. It's a disaster. This flood is happening roughly every 12 years, yeah. Yeah, every 12 years, 12, 14 years.
97, 2010.
And so we've been in touch with our friends and colleagues down the south. We had a chat with them, and we spoke with GameFound. They feel they okay. GameFound is located in Wrocław, so it's one of the towns which was in 1997 completely flooded. It was really not the best times for the especially not for the Wrocław back then. So now, at the moment they said the Wrocław is relatively saved.
In pledges there are base milestones extended and crystal milestones expanded. Is the base milestones extended from previous campaign? I'm not sure I understand, but stretch goals are just split into two. So we have the regular stretch goals and the crystal stretch goals. The crystal stretch goals require at least the crystal pledge, and they mainly just contain the miniatures in the campaign.
Last question I'm happy to answer. Any chances of official Heroes of Might and Magic paint guide from Archon? Yes. So this setup here, as you can see, we have a board game setup, we have a nice camera setup. We got the paints, which you don't see it here, but we spoke with one of our colleagues upstairs, Dave. He's gonna be conducting all the painting tutorials. We are setting it up. Please expect them shortly, really shortly in our channel, where he's going to be painting miniatures from Heroes. and that way we will create like a digital step-by-step how to paint each of the individual Heroes of Might and Magic miniatures. Maybe, hopefully, we can do that during the campaign. Campaign is 2 weeks from now, long anyway, so maybe during the campaign we will do like a small video chat with Dave when he actually going to be painting one of the miniatures. Maybe in the middle of the campaign, we'll see. But yes, it is happening, and yeah.
When will the Ukrainian version be released approximately? So we're not going to be releasing it in this campaign. It will be available, well, probably sometime next year, I believe.
Definitely halfway through next year, because it's second print. It's gonna be second print. This means print for June, July, May, June, July, roundabout. Yes.
Hello, I wanted to ask if I order all in box, so everything will come to me in September 2025, or only the new factions and the old ones in January. This depends on whether or not you get the legacy shipping option. It's an add-on you can get, which just splits your pledge into two. And if you're referring to the big box, the regular big box, it only contains all the stuff from the first campaign. So if you order the big box twice, the first big box is going to come to you earlier. If you also, of course, get legacy shipping add-on, but the second big box will come to you in the normal shipping date, which is September 2025, which is our current estimate.
Yeah, that's correct. It is possible to group pledge orders to save shipping if 2 people pledged.
This isn't possible for us, I don't think. It's very difficult for us to do any kind of changing or tweaking of
No, I think
invoices.
what I mean, if I'm going to pledge 2 pledges, and what's my shipping cost will be, whether it's going to be double my shipping cost or it's going to be the cost will be better. I don't. It's difficult to answer this question. I know we always have a brackets, shipping bracket. So if you're going to buy a pledge and then if you're going to add some add-ons like we have now, different merches, up until you reach a level of XYZ weight in kilograms, the price will stay the same. But once you reach another bracket, the price will jump, skyrocket. So I really don't know. I would have to look into the brackets whether 2 pledges combined into one shipping is cheaper than 2 pledges or the same price as normally 2 pledges backed by 2 different individual persons.
Yeah, please also know that unless we're sending them on a pallet, we generally don't ship these pledges together because they come in separate cartons or boxes, cardboard boxes, and we don't really ship these like together.
Yeah.
So would it really even save on shipping, or it's hard to say? Probably not.
Gregor, oh my god, you are in Piła, that's so close to me, so I'll definitely pay you all a visit. Yeah, the doors are open. Let us know when you want to come around. We'll show you around the factory, show you how miniatures are made and everything else.
Will you comment on factory as a faction being possible?
We cannot confirm or we cannot confirm or deny more factions at this point. We already used all of the original faction plus Co from Horn of the Abyss. However, we haven't discussed any more expansions with factions with our licensor. So there's a subject for discussions in future.
Yeah, although, there is a fan-made version. Again, if you hop on our Discord server, there are like a bunch of lovely people working on the fan-made version of Factory.
Yeah, they even got my favorite heroine from Factory faction, Wynonna. With AI art, yeah.
Well, the miniatures of the new expansion will be available pre-shaded again as well. Yes. So once you select your pledge, you will have option to buy add-on, which is called pre-shaded, and that way your miniatures all of a sudden became pre-painted. That's a good idea.
Is it possible to make a dice for randomizing factions to play? For example, a D10 with an icon of every faction on its sides.
Yeah, we did something similar in Masters of the Universe Battleground. Dice set for each faction, so maybe in future.
Are you going to run some official Archon tournaments in Poland or anywhere else? Yeah, we've actually already ran some tournaments in Poznan. Was the last one, I believe. So yeah, you can definitely look forward to more tournaments as well in the future. We'll have to. Well, I'm not sure if we're going to be expanding even more and more. If you know, if there's demand for it, then we definitely will. Right now, it's mainly at Pyrkon.
Yeah. We had some more options to run tournaments, especially with City Action. City Action, they have one event now at their place. We haven't confirmed yet whether we're going to be joining them this year. If we're going to be joining them, then definitely we'll like to run a tournament. And again, as per normal tournaments and kind of league, we would like to do it once this campaign is finished, once we get into the live service mode, which I mentioned. Yeah, so it will happen, and yeah. No answer about the replacing broken miniatures and missing components.
Yeah, with Wave 2 shipping now over, we're going to be working on getting all those replacements out. But please, I'd like to remind everyone that this project is absolutely massive. It's like probably the biggest project we've ever done. There is a ton of replacements to get through. We're going to get through them as quickly as we can. But yeah, please note that it's going to take some time.
Yeah.
Will it be possible to print rulebook in other languages that I have received? So if you mean in your pledge that we add the rulebook, then no. But you can download the files off our website and print it that way. So you just head over to our website, go to downloads, go to heroes, and then they're all there.
Is anything going to be available to buy at Essen? Yes, I believe we're going to have the cool game. Not sure about which language, definitely German one. I don't know how many English we have left in the warehouse, and some expansions. So you'll be able to buy some things at Essen. And if you are at Essen, please join us on our stand. We're in the hall number 1. You will definitely find us. It was a huge stand, and say hello to the team.
Will the new mentioned numbering expansion symbols be included in the legacy shipping?
Yes.
For the old cards?
Yes.
Okay.
I think that was already implemented for the old cards as well, because we need to have that one. Was something we missed and needs to be implemented. Yeah. Okay, we've got 6 minutes to actually campaign launched. So.
I know I say it a lot, but we really need Zeron and Lucifer Cregan as playable heroes for Inferno.
Not sure about their attendance in the stretch goals, but highly probable that they will be the main characters in the Inferno's campaign.
Mm-hmm.
As for GameFound, when does the payment get issued? So when you're going to get charged, basically, at the end of the campaign on 2nd October or later date. So it really depends on the way you're going to be paying for your pledge. If you're going to choose a card option, then it will be at the end of the campaign. If you're going to choose like a PayPal option, it will be immediately. So you're going to be charged immediately. And if you're going to be selecting any other type of payment, for instance, stretch pay, once you move to the stretch pay, you have a full list of payments and exactly dates, the cutoff dates for your card to be charged. So again, the first payment will be the 2nd October, and then following every single month on the 2nd will be the following charge for the stretch pay. Tego nie będę czytać. This we know. So if you have more question about the payments, we're happy to answer, because this is like, I can see quite a lot of new people who never pledged, never backed. So it is important to know that you know how everything works, right? The other question we have here: would you add neoprene playmat for Battlefield? That's the thing which we have just discussed, and at the moment, no. During this campaign, I have to say, but maybe in the future, once we found a solution for good manufacturer, or we're gonna make in house. You are looking very sharp today, gentlemen. Thank you. You know why? Because it's like 4 o'clock. It just in 4 minutes is 4 o'clock. So normally when I do AMA on a weekly basis, is like we start at 8 o'clock, which is end of the day, afternoon, and I don't look sharp. Just after entire day of work doing AMA, it's not the best.
No changes in assets expected. Inconsistency of visual style of new portraits versus arts versus the first campaign was mentioned by many players on Discord and beyond. At least fix co-visuals, perhaps.
I don't. Well, first of all, let's get them samples, printed samples in hand, because I can tell you right now, when you're gonna get that, when we're gonna show you pictures, you're not gonna see difference. The difference is here at the moment because we're showing you pictures which are that big, large on a screen. In reality, when you shrink them to that level of the card size, you don't see difference. Okay, this is maximum amount that I can actually pick it up in terms of details, and shrinking the art such a small, you won't see no difference. Really, you won't see no difference. But you know, it's a valid point. So what we're gonna do is we will take once we have all those things ready, we'll show you.
When are we getting the Bethesda announcement?
Bethesda announcement.
Probably a topic for another stream.
At Essen.
It'll be soon.
At Essen.
At Essen for sure, because we already have like banners ready. So when you
Already
come
approved.
around, already approved.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 2 games, by the way. 2 games, not 1, 2 IPs. Yeah, not today. Not today. Today we focus on heroes.
2 minutes left.
2 minutes to start. I hope, by the way, that the GameFound page won't crash. It's been crashing for last 2 campaigns. We have seen it.
And our Cave Splash Manager also.
Also crashed.
Yeah. At the beginning.
We're just too darn popular.
Yeah. The GameFound team told us that they have done some improvements, but they haven't tested them yet. So we're gonna be testing the improvements on our campaign. Cross fingers, we won't crash it. We won't crash the GameFound.
Just bought Cyberpunk and now Heroes. I need to find some gold.
Yeah.
I'm sure Lord Hart will be able to sort you out. Are you going to add the crown minis in the stretch goals? It's hard to remember how many expert abilities were used. Yeah, so for this mechanic, you're actually supposed to use the dice, just to show how many. You use your hero portrait. You just place the dice on the hero portrait just to show how many you have left. I believe this should be in the rules as well, explained.
But the crown markers are returning backers.
Yes, it's a returning backer award. I believe it's asking to add it as like a for everyone.
We are live.
Are we?
Oh yeah, there we go.
We can just change on the page. Let's see whether it's whether the page actually works.
We need to change the scene because they might not see it.
Oh, guys, look, we have 2 different. Okay. I think we copied the wrong one.
Just bear with us a second, guys.
Let's see if it's actually working. Oh, the page is still live.
Launched.
Yeah, it's live.
It says it's live.
4,000 euro right now.
Yeah, it's running.
18 backers.
It just started.
Oh, it's going up. It's going up.
It just doubled. So, well, we're gonna crash the funding just in a second. Yeah, it's frozen. Okay, let's go back to the chat. I need to click 2 boxes. I need to click this one, and I need to click one of the comment boxes. Apologies, I'm not used to it to this. I'm used to it to my PC, but not to this one. And I just realized something. This is also comment box. Patrz, pokazuje się tu, widzisz? Tylko nie wyświetla się w ogóle na ekranie z jakiegoś powodu. Wiem chyba.
Może po prostu było być poza ten. Poza ekranem.
Nie. Może? Okay. This is 60% funded. That's great.
Number 62 in the first 100. Yay! Congrats. I wonder who's number 1.
There was a long time ago one of the backers who actually was twice number 1 in the caves, not in the caves, in the dungeons and lasers when they were back in dungeons and lasers. But like all of a sudden, I was first one, man, twice. You have to really snipe it. So I missed the answer. How big is the big box? The big box in terms of size. So that's the size of the big box, and my head is actually large. So imagine to this. So the big box in terms of width, the depth will be different. Just the depth. I think it's gonna be half of the depth here. You'll find. But we want to keep exactly the same dimensions, and we have to keep the same dimensions. You know?
Oh, we are funded. Congratulations!
Jesus Christ, that was quick.
3 minutes?
3 minutes.
Yeah, congrats, guys!
Congratulations! Thank you very much. Now let's get stretch goals unlocked. Yeah.
So Ballista has the first stretch goal.
So, is there any content difference between the all-in and all-in big box? The content itself, it's not. There is no difference. It's only the way how the things are packed. So either you're gonna get individual boxes, or you're gonna go for the entire everything in one box. But everything else stays the same. Congratulations! Thank you very much. Congratulations to you as well. Thank you. I still don't understand why I cannot see the chat. Maybe it must be below here, camera. Not that. It's still not working.
If I choose all new big box, will it contain individual boxes in the big box? No, it's going to be no individual boxes. There's going to be separate trays. Everything's just going to be different. You're not going to have like the smaller individual boxes in the big box.
Ooh. If I just fix it.
I believe so.
If I just fix it, can you see the comments, or just myself seeing them?
No, it should be there.
If I just fix it, okay. Now I'm enjoy it. Now I'm IT. I am IT now.
Now we're cooking with gas.
Yep. Okay, please confirm. Yes, you can see it. Okay, that's great. Phew. It was just like believe or not.
Took a while, but
yeah. Okay, so now we can go through those questions properly.
Yeah, in this case, as I mentioned, you're not going to have the individual boxes in the big box. The big box has its own inserts, has its own trays and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. Need to do small thing. Sorry for that. Yep.
Yeah, we're doing it live.
I just fixed it live, so why not? Sorry for that. As I said, this is brand new setup in the conference room. So it was play tested, but as always, you play test some things and then you have to fix it.
Can you add some indicators for the second hero character, like a coloring or something to look different?
That's the good idea.
Yeah, something to consider.
Have you thought about that one?
not yet. I think.
Is it needed for second hero to actually have that one?
Well, generally speaking, you're supposed to use like the I guess the gender of the hero that you're playing as, but like
I guess as we add more different heroes, it might be something to consider.
Yeah, leave it with us, because I'm looking at the heroes now, and they all are on 25mm bases, which means we could have players' rings, and they're not like, you know, any type of expensive whatsoever. So we could potentially add them, but not during the campaign. Maybe during the campaign as stretch goals, we will see. Maybe we can make them in a stretch goals. For sure, we don't have.
We had rings for miniatures and Fields of Eternia. However, on this minor troops miniatures with 15 millimeters.
Yeah, so we have like working solution. So we'll see.
How do I secure my rewards as a early backer and second time backer? At the checkout, I only see crack hack. Yeah, so this is actually added into the back, the FAQ. You won't be able to see these in your pledge, mainly because GameFound doesn't have that functionality. We actually just look at the list of backers, we just compare it, and we add these items directly into your package. So yeah, you definitely just won't see them in GameFound, but we're just going to be the ones to add them when it comes time to ship.
I don't know if something was broken. No, it wasn't broken. We still carry on. Sorry, I had a message that something was on a page. So it's still going up. That's great. It's still going. Oh, that's a good question. And yeah, what do you guys think about that?
If I pledge $1 now and wait till the end of the campaign to upgrade to full pledge, could I still get the dice tray, or will I need to finalize full pledge for that? I believe that is how GameFound works. I don't think there's anything we can really do about that. So yeah, I believe you can do that if you want to.
Yeah, you can. You will still get it if you just pledge $1 and then change, but you have to change it before the campaign finish, because how the GameFound works is calculating or saying you got like 48 hours reward from the point when you actually pledged, and then whenever you change, it should still be okay. I'll double check that one because
yeah, please just know that GameFound is constantly changing its systems, and it's sometimes hard to keep up with all the changes. So this may have changed or how it works. So take everything with a grain of salt when it comes to GameFound. Do I need to do anything to get the Crag Hack miniature and Witch Huts with my pledge? So for the Crag Hack miniature, you need to follow the campaign before it launches. So if you followed it before it launched right now, then you would get it. For the Witch Huts, you don't need to do anything. You're just gonna have them, and that's it. You just need to purchase a pledge, I guess.
Why don't we see returning backer gift in the pledge?
Yep. So as I played earlier, yeah, you're not gonna see these. Yeah, again, GameFound unfortunately doesn't have the functionality of. I have asked them to implement it, but my cries have gone unheard, unfortunately. Maybe you'll have to poke them again about it.
So how we do them? How we make sure that that backer is gonna get those things?
Yeah, we export the list of backers
Check
onto a separate Excel, and we just compare it that way.
Yeah, that way, and then it will be added to your pledge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is lots of work after actually the campaign is finished. You'll be surprised how much we have to do, especially for data cracking and data organizing for pledges, for everything else. It is crazy.
How does returning back work? Do I have to manually add something? Yeah, there's going to be a lot of questions on this. Yeah, again, you don't need to do anything. Nothing manual. It's going to be all automatic. Well, it's going to be manual work for us, but you don't have to worry about that. We're just going to handle it. If I take part in the first GameFound, can I get 3 crowns? Returning back a gift, or must I take this in the add-ons? No, you don't have to do that. You're just going to get them. You won't see them again in your pledge, but we're going to add them. Not to your pledge, but to the package. So yeah.
Unfortunately, that's the problem. We don't ship to South America at the moment, so you will have to find some forwarding companies in Europe or maybe North America to actually back this campaign.
Yeah, please note that when shipping to countries like Brazil, the costs are usually quite high for you as well, because you have to pay a lot in tariffs and customs to the government.
So a lot of these packages end up being returned to us. So again, please check how much you're paying, how much you need to pay, or how much you should be paying for customs before you order it.
Yeah. So, yeah. My page is still refreshing. Yes. So maybe it crashed. I think it's a 5 minutes intervals. So the game found changed to 5 minutes intervals refresh rate, especially for the campaigns with starting with 30,000 people signing up for the campaign. So maybe that's the one of the things.
Congratulations on a mission accomplished. That was quick and reassuring. Oh, thank you. The official account of Horn of the Abyss is here. Thank you for coming by, guys.
And thank you for working with us, and thank you for being patient with us, and all of the other things.
It won't be the same without Cove.
Exactly.
Yeah.
One sec. Sorry, I just scrolled it too fast, and there was a good questions.
What do I need to do in order, if I already have the big box from the previous campaign? Yeah, so in that case, you just grab the all new pledge. The all new pledge contains all the new stuff just from this campaign, including like all the stretch goals, all the new crystal stretch goals as well. You know, the expansions, all you really need.
Yeah.
If you already have the big box.
I think we crashed game found. Let's have a look. Could be.
Yeah, it's still going up.
Still going up. I mean, it's still refreshing, at least for us in Poland. Ooh, 30 minutes. We have 1,330 backers. And we already have 300 euro stretch goal.
Yeah, that's quick.
She has more magic arrows in her. Oh.
I guess the team will struggle with refreshing graphics, so we're gonna have to give them some
Go.
Especially for.
However, the stretch growth ladders will be unlocking automatically, so.
Yeah, so that should work. At least that should work, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if you could. Okay, let's go back to Streamlabs and let's go back to the comments sections, which I need to go here and I need to click on one of them. Okay.
Quick, different game question. In regards to Battleground legacy shipping, this week is it still all on time?
Yeah, nothing has changed. Yes.
Yeah.
Finally. Still on time. Can I buy the first big box separately somehow? As a big box, like a big box as a game? No. The big box was only available through a campaign, and retail version is just a normal box.
If I split my pledge with legacy shipping, will the dice tray and crowns ship with the legacy items or with the later items? It's going to ship with the later items.
Yeah.
Because they're part of the new campaign.
That's correct. And also, just to confirm, the reason behind this one, we don't want to add any other complexity in terms of manufacturing, packing, and shipping. We want to make sure that we have the first wave out of the door ASAP. Okay, and adding more components into it one just will create more complexity and might cause delay.
If I want to get the base game earlier in February, do I need to get the all-in without the big box? No, in this case you just need to grab the legacy shipping add-on. And your pledge will just get split.
This big box, which is the original big box, you're still gonna get it in February, in the first quarter, in February. So it means, or if you're gonna get normal boxes, the same story. The same story. Sorry, Michał was there.
In the crack hacks
exactly.
Helmet.
So this and add-ons and everything else, which was a re-release, it's in the first wave. So you don't have to wait for anything. You can go for the all-in. The additional components. Okay, okay.
Hello, Archon. Do you have any ideas about combined artifacts? Are you planning to implement them like in the game?
As far as I know, the idea has been tested for the board game, but not go very well in our mechanics. So maybe in future, or we will find different solutions for such stuff.
I think this is a good idea for any type of community competition.
Yeah,
You know,
for
if you-
special scenarios or something.
If you have any ideas, anything how we can implement this one in the game, or just go on a Board Game Geek and just say, look, we are open. We're always open for those things, and we're gonna work with you.
Now that we have all factions, which one is your favorite?
Rampart, no doubt.
Lampard.
Okay.
Rampart, yeah, dwarves, elves, and centaurs. Great, great lineup, great atmosphere, music.
I know yours is Necropolis.
Yeah, my heart is with Necropolis, so
It's hard for me to make a choice, honestly. Considering dungeon, considering. I do like my orcs. I used to play a lot of Warcraft. And orcs were
Stronghold.
definitely my favorite. So it might go to Stronghold, but I'm still kind of split because I do still like Necropolis as well.
here's a good question. If I'm located in Germany, should I click on registered VAT payer? No. This registered VAT payer is for the companies. If you have a company and you pledge as a company and you have a VAT number, then you just put your VAT number, which allows you to, once you get a game, get VAT return from your government. Or basically not charge your VAT, depending on your condition, depending on how much you pledge.
It's the first time I'm pledging, so should I add expert effect markers to my pledge, or will it be free and added automatically? So I believe the expert effect markers, they are a returning back a gift, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I believe these you may need to add these if it's the first time you're pledging, and if you want to receive them, then in that case, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to finish my pledge, but there's don't show me.
Yeah, so I'm going to show you the dice tray,
Yeah.
or
Is this one already in FAQ? Or we
yeah,
have?
it's in the FAQ. But there's going to be a lot of questions about this, just like in Capes. It's just one of those things that well, we really want to have in the campaign, but GameFound doesn't have that functionality yet. So we're hoping that they're going to add it in the future. It's very useful.
That's a good question. I don't know if you thought about that one or.
Yeah, I want to get an additional box of neutral units. I'm ordering the all-in shaded. Can I get them? The add-ons shaded too. I'm not sure about shaded, but I believe it should be in the add-ons if I recall correctly.
If you're not going to be seeing this one in add-ons now, when you select the add-ons, definitely you will find them in the pledge manager. The pledge manager is the moment when we're going to be tweaking and fixing all the things that needs to be tweaked and fixed. So for instance, if you miss something now, you'll find them in Pledge Manager. If we think some of your ideas are good ideas, we're also going to add them in the Pledge Manager. We did that. We do that for almost every single campaign. So I would say yes, add it now. And then if you don't see option to select them as a shaded, just don't worry about it. It will be in the Pledge Manager once we open the Pledge Manager.
Hey, if I choose to pay the pledge now, will I be able to modify it, add other things under the pledge in the Pledge Manager later, like it was in the Kickstarter campaign? Yes. So right now, your pledge won't be closed. If you're just paying for stuff, it's not going to be closed. You can only close your pledge once the Pledge Manager has been opened. But please keep in mind, once you pay for shipping, your pledge is going to get closed. So first, you don't have to immediately close your pledge. You can still add stuff to it if you want to, but yeah, if you're paying for shipping, then your pledge is going to get closed. So, and then you won't be able to add stuff or edit it. What if the first pledge was bought for me and my sister, and I'm buying now on my own? Is there a chance we can manage the expert effects?
It's all depend on email address. You probably you need it basically to do the GameFound thingy like Pledge Manager. So I believe so.
Use the same email address.
Yeah, use the same email.
The same email address.
And that's it. Because what we're gonna be doing, we only compare email to emails. Really, that's how it works. The account to the account, and if you back under a different account, just make sure you have the same email, and it's gonna be all good. If not, we will probably add you. Well, probably add some. There's a comment box in your pledges, so maybe we can sort it out that way as well. This is coming back. This question keeps coming back. Can you buy the combat board and combat dice, resources dice as an add-on? As you can see on the page, we don't have it, but because I've seen this comment about now 5 times, I think the pledge manager should have that one. In the pledge manager, we should have some option for people to buy this one, because they clearly need that one. And I understand the logic and reason behind this one. So you probably want to have 2 of them on either side of the table when you play, and you don't have to shift around when you actually play the game. So yeah, also, there is a logic.
I have seen some people play just at the same time as well, simultaneously. So they want like a second combat board, so they can just have 2 fights at the same time. Which, I mean, the rules technically don't allow for that, but if you want to play that way, then I mean, you can feel free to.
Yeah. So we will take notes, and one of the notes is basically we will try to put those additional bits and bobs in the pledge manager.
My first pledge, the Rampart expansion, didn't come with unit cards. Yeah. So when it comes to replacements, we've just finished shipping wave 2, and we're going to be working on sending out these replacements as soon as we can. But yeah, again, please keep in mind this is like the largest project we've ever done in the history of our company. So there is a lot to get through. I really can't understate that. There's a lot of replacements to get through. So it's going to take some time, and we will have to ask for your patience during this time as well.
Can I order Appreciated Inferno in a separate box? If you order Inferno now and it doesn't give you the option to select pre-painted, like shaded, please don't be worried about it. We will make sure this option is on or available in the pledge manager. Oh, excuse me, it jumps.
I have a question. If I want additional neutral minis, do I need to buy additional stretch goals, props, and neutral units? Will there be more neutral minis in the new stretch goals? Well, these are going to be 2 separate boxes. So there's probably going to be one for the crystal stretch goals, for the neutrals for that.
New neutrals.
Yeah,
not the same one as in the first campaign.
So you need to buy the one you listed out: stretch goals, props, and neutral units. If you want the ones from the first campaign.
And we have a Polish-speaking question here. I will answer in Polish just quickly. Hej, mam pytanie, wsparłem waszą poprzednią kampanię Heroesów, czy jak teraz wesprę drugą, to znaczniki efektów eksperckich dostanę za darmo? Tak, dostaniesz. Upewnij się tylko, że e-mail, z którego masz konto założone na GameFoundzie, jest dokładnie ten sam, z którego teraz wspierasz kampanię, nie? Bo my w ten sposób robimy.
Anyways, let's just move on to the English questions. We're promised we're not summoning demons.
Summoning demons. Yeah, Polish is like summoning demons. It is. It's not easy language.
If I own the original book box and my brother buys all the new book box, will he be able to play on his own? Is this a standalone extension? So I don't believe it is. You still need the core game, and the core game isn't contained within the new big box.
Yeah, you need a core game basically for all the expansions to work.
Idea for air/storm elementals. It's one of the units with a really wide range of damage, from 2 to 8. Would be nice to implement it in the board game. Maybe 2 attack and attack roll dice ×2. That's an idea.
Yeah, noted.
I am completing payment details now, but I will be moving house before the game ships. Will there be an option to change shipping address in the future? So I believe right now we're going through, we're changing our administrative infrastructure. It's a bit difficult for us right now, so...
Okay, let me just sorry Szymon, let me just handle quickly this question. So once the pledge manager is open, so let's say in a few months' time, you're still gonna be able to update your address. Even before we start shipping, you're still gonna get email from us asking you to confirm your shipping address. We have like 3 gates you have to go through in order to your parcel to be shipped out to you, because we need to be 100% sure that your address is correct. So moving houses, as long as it's not other country, is fine. If you move to other countries, it's a little bit more complicated, because then we have to adjust the VAT, then we have to adjust the invoice, and so on and so on and so on. So as long as you're not moving in your countries, it's gonna be all good. If you move in your countries, then we're gonna have to work with you individually, and then it's gonna go through our custom service, which will have to cancel the invoice and generate new one and adjust all the numbers around. Okay, but moving houses in your country, no problem, no problem.
Well, I mean, because I'm just hedging what I'm trying to say really hard, because I have heard that moving that there's been some issues with states in the United States. If you change your state, there's been some issues with that.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to hedge it. Like we're still working through. We're seeing what we can do, what we can't. So we'll have more information probably in the FAQ as well. Once we figure it out.
Hoodies and t-shirt possible in XXXL. If it's not available now, we'll make available definitely in the pledge manager.
How do you remove VAT when you go to pay for the items? You are shipping from Poland and I live in Denmark. There should be not be any VAT included, seeing as both are inside the EU and part of the EU.
No.
Again, this is not how VAT works. A lot of the times, the VAT is already included in the price, but for digital storefronts, you have to select the country, and depending on that country, you pay the VAT. So again, the only time you have your VAT refunded to you is if you're a business. In that case, it's a business-to-business purchase, and your country just doesn't tax that through VAT.
Exactly.
But if you're part of the EU, you are always paying VAT. It doesn't matter.
Always. Business to customer it is. What we do, and what actually GameFound do, just to confirm this one, GameFound is classified as a marketplace, which means the VAT you pay today is going to be paid to your country. So you buy the product exactly the same way as you would buy from your own country, where you always also pay VAT. So that's what it is. So that's why you see the price no VAT, because different countries got different VATs. Germany's got 19%, Poland 23%, and so on, so on, so on. Different countries got different VAT numbers, which we have to collect, which GameFound needs to collect it and then pay on our behalf to your country.
First off, I want to say that congrats and thanks a lot for all your work with the game. It's so nice to play. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that comment and for support. That's bugger, because we don't have any examples of how big the EXL is. I think what we should do is show dimensions, like normally you show dimensions when you buy shirts, like how big is in the side here, how big is length of the sleeves. Excuse me, I need some water. I'm gonna go for excuse me, I need to go for the water. Carry on. Because
yeah, sure thing.
I've completely forgot to get water. I need to drink it because my voice is gone, and it's gonna be gone completely in a second. Sorry, we're back in a sec.
Is there any chance you'll make big box from the first campaign available as an add-on on your internet shop? No chance at the moment. I don't believe so. Definitely not on our online shop. Right now we're just focusing on releasing the expansions to retail. I don't think the big box is really ever going to make it to retail, actually. At least there aren't any plans for it at the moment.
Maybe let's check the page, Szymon.
Oh yeah, good point.
And the current result.
Yes, just checking the page from our perspective. We've already broken almost 600,000. That's a lot.
600,000. Oh my.
Yeah, only 30 minutes in. That's
impressive.
That is impressive. Yeah.
Half an hour.
Yeah, half an hour.
Congratulations and thank you for your support.
Yeah.
Oh my, it's Crack Hack in person.
Yeah, offense. Here we go. They told me to wear this one as a punishment for leaving stream. Sorry, I have to now.
If I want to get every expansion with the figures, should I choose the all-in pledge? Yep. That is the all-in pledge contains all the gameplay elements that you need.
Where's your card, by the way? We had like 10 of them.
I forgot to take it. It was just we were trying to fix the live stream and I just
Yeah. I was panicking, fixing live stream, like was crazy a bit. Only problem I see. Okay.
600,000 already in half an hour.
That's crazy, no? That's crazy.
Where is the option for legacy when backing? I don't see it. It should be in the add-ons section.
Yeah. And if you haven't added right now, what you can do is just wait for the pledge manager to be up, and the pledge manager will allow you to get that select again as well.
Can we get Jean Paul as the second hero?
No. So,
what's different about the unlocked Manticore card?
No idea.
give me mouse. Let me just stir it. Okay, so Manticore. Manticore. Let me show you the Manticore, and I will show you the problem was not really a problem.
They can't really see the
They will be able to see it. Look. Okay, pass me the Manticore. So that's the Manticore model, right? Here. And there was a question saying, where's the Manticore?
Beautiful face.
Or face itself. So if you're gonna get like this is a
Pre-shaded version.
It's visible now. We can see the face. Well, normally with normal plastic, it's not that much visible. So we made like a special card just to celebrate this occasion of Manticore hiding its lovely face. But by the way, if you want to see more miniatures, let me know. I'm happy to actually serve you today with showing minis. Let's go back to the comments. And that was, which one was it?
Add-on.
The other one? This one? Yes, the other one, so I can close this. I hope I didn't do anything wrong. Let me just go back to the comments. This one? This one. Yeah.
I backed the last campaign. Is it automatically added? If you're referring to the returning backer mini, the early bird mini, then yes. You won't be able to see it in your pledge, but it will be in there. You will get it.
Did you consider to make a game version without 3D figures, just heroes maybe? No, and I don't believe we will do. The miniatures are actually an integral part of the game as a physical component, and the game visually wouldn't be heroes. It would be too flat, basically, with a flat minis. So yeah, that's the thing about the minis. We have to work with the standard, right? And the current standard is basically to have minis. And you know, the core game itself doesn't have that many. It's only 4 minis in the core game, but all the expansions minis coming from, for all the minis coming from the expansions and so on. But you have to admit, they look amazing on shelf.
Will we have such a cool helmet in the stretch goal?
This one.
Stretch goal.
This one, that's mine. No. Crack hat helmet is mine. Actually, we got 10 of them in the factory. Everybody's supposed to wear today, but they don't have a cojones to do that.
Shy.
Love the way you communicate with the community and update on everything that's happening around your projects. Heroes was my first crowdfunding project I backed, and definitely don't regret. Oh, that's great to hear. Yeah.
Thank you very much, and hello.
Glad to have you.
Hello, yeah, and hello in the crowdfunding community and Icon Studio community. So I hope you join the our. Just sign up. Oh, by the way, this is good things to announce. That please sign up to the channel if you haven't made it. How we provide updates, because I can see lots of new people. How we provide updates is always
fortnightly streams.
Exactly, through this channel. So if you just click on the section live, and you can see every fortnight and provide like Ask Me Anything with where we are with all the projects, what's going on behind, and I'm happy to answer any questions you might have. You won't be the Ukrainian language won't be available through the campaign. It will be available in the future in the stores, in your local gaming stores.
Mm-hmm. Is it possible to add fully painted miniatures as some work in progress backup perk at a higher price?
Fully painted miniatures? Oh no, no. Fully painted miniatures. This means like properly painted, not shaded. Unfortunately not.
Yeah, it's a nightmare. Trying to get painted miniatures sorted out and have them get shipped safely. It's a nightmare.
We do have a great technology now. And I don't want to say much, but already today I saw what this machine is able to do and this process is able to do. And my belief at some point we're going to be making pre-painted miniatures is getting stronger. Bigger and stronger. You might need to assemble them, at least push fit or something like that, because you know the biggest costs for manufacturing is labor in terms of miniatures and models, and Poland is as expensive as any other European country nowadays in terms of labor. So assembling these miniatures at the moment, because this is made like in 4, 5, 6 pieces, takes time and obviously cost money. So this is why the reasons why it's so affordable to make in China still. But in the future we could provide them on kind of sprues with 2 technology solutions we have in mind, and then we just have to push fit them on your own, but they're gonna be fully pre-painted. But yeah, what's up? Everything right?
Yeah, it should be fine. I mean, it is what it is.
What is?
I believe
we are just considering current stretch goals.
That we're going to run out.
What happens if I ordered 2 big box sets in the first campaign, and I'll order 2 now? Do I get 2 sets of returning back or extras? No, these are only they're only free with your first pledge. So if you order 2 sets, you're only going to get 1 set of these.
Yeah. And it's only down to the systems how we have set up. So as we're only comparing emails to emails, we won't be able to do anything else. And normally, yeah. So So thank you.
Yeah. Again, it's not integrated with GameFound system. It's kind of a crude way of doing it. But we don't have any other way of really.
If that was integrated, we could do it differently. But unfortunately, that's not the way.
Oh, the follower gift is integrated.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Can you upload new manuals on your website after they are finished, but before the new expansions will arrive? I don't think there are any issues with that.
No issues. And then also we have this small booklet, this additional
It's
booklet.
Already available.
It's already available on the page. So if you go to archon-studio.com and then go to download section, you will be able to. Yeah. Why did you decide not to make Artbook 2.0? I would happily pay 40 euros for it. I'm not quite sure. I think we didn't have enough materials for the Artbook itself to be that big and that good and that great as we had with the previous campaigns. I mean, previous campaigns is 6 expansions plus the core box and hundreds of art. And this campaign doesn't have that much, so there was a problem with that. If we're going to stay on this thought, maybe we'll see towards the beginning of the pledge manager. Maybe we will see how much material we could combine together in order to make a that. I have some ideas. I do have some ideas how we could potentially make it the same quality, the same size, including the concept arts.
Yes, that's possible, but that will also include many working hours of the graphic design team.
Yeah, that's an additional one. And thank you for joining.
Yeah, thank you. Do each expansion boxes come with a big box, or are they all just put in one big box? So the big box, it has its own separate inserts. It doesn't contain the smaller individual boxes. So yeah, what you see is what you get. This is
This big box, it doesn't contain all the smaller boxes. It's got like a bunch of layered trays. You just all take them out individually.
Yeah, so same for the add-ons, expansions. If you look at the big box expansions, it will be all 3 expansions in one big box. Yeah.
Yeah, please note the big box, it takes up overall less space than the individual boxes.
Yeah.
Jakob mentioned that earlier, both me and in an interview, that the Cove expansion would include a homage or something to the tragically passed Igolan. In what manner? Is it a surprise?
The whole expansion should be treated as a homage to this person, to whole Hota crew. Also, Cove expansion will include a special booklet about the project with more information about Hota crew, about Docent Pikolan, and that will be an actual homage to this person. I've already written the introduction to this book with kind words about Docent Pikolan.
Yeah.
If I pledge today to the full price of 7 payments over 7 months, will I get the dice tray? Yes, so the dice tray. I believe it's the is it the early bird?
Yeah, that's no problem. Dice tray, you're gonna get dice tray, yes. No, dice tray is actually the early bird, yes. That's the one.
So if you use stretch pay, yes, it's just enough that you just have a pledge placed and you're just paying it off. If you're paying it off with stretch pay, then you're still gonna get the dice tray.
Yeah, same question here, but structure differently. So legendary dice comes if I pay full price in 48 hours or submit the pledge. If you just submit the pledge, yeah. So you can select like a stretch pay. It doesn't really matter. It needs to be within first 48 hours.
Can we check the page and the stretch goal list?
Let's have a look. Yes, I think I'm refreshing. That's the one.
Oh yeah, we've got more stretch goals. Air elemental.
And breath of fresh air.
Oh my, it's 750,000. The result is impressive.
That's the strength of the Heroes fandom.
3/4 and we are...
Strength of the great game and the great...
Yeah, product. We are reaching the 1 million.
Okay, let's go back to the page quickly. To the stream. Okay. I'm going to scroll up.
I understand the new content pledge is the same price with or without the big box. Yeah, it's the exact same price. We're not charging more for the big box. It's you just get to choose which one you want.
Yeah.
If legacy shipping is €25, can I also expect €25 shipping to Slovakia? No, this is just the price to send a separate shipment. So the overall shipping cost is still going to remain the same.
Yeah.
It's just the 25. We just add €25 onto it because it's the cost of just sending 2 separate pledges.
That's correct. Yes.
To that location. Yeah.
With the scale of the second box. The dimensionally is basically the same size as this one, but its depth is small. It's probably halfway size. This
same rectangular,
and width it's the same. I'm trying to figure it out where to display them in my gaming room. Well, you know, eBay and then sell everything else.
Does the new big box, or will the new big box fit sleeve cards and maybe the leftover cards from the previous big box? So I believe the upper limit of what the current big box allows for is 60mm sleeves. So he's just asking, is there going to be space for more? There are some issues with that. Well, it's mainly just down to the cost because it's just a really expensive to to have space for them. But I think we can definitely look into it. Again, this time we can look into it a bit earlier, so it probably won't cause as many issues as it did previously. But yeah, we'll definitely look it over with Michał.
Okay. Any chance for official separate community website with the gamers scenarios? Actually, this one, you know, the Board Game Geek will be the best one to actually.
Oh no, on the Discord. Like I said earlier, when it comes to like custom scenarios and community-made content,
Yeah,
I definitely recommend checking out the Discord.
So our Discord channel,
yeah.
right? Okay.
The map maker, or the map editor forum. It's on our Discord server, so you just join, head over to Heroes. It should be right there. There's like a whole list of like important links as well that we recommend checking out. There's like an entire community tool as well. Someone made like a proper map editor. We can just like place tiles everywhere you want, and you can export it as well. Really cool stuff. So yeah, definitely recommend checking out the Discord. Why are we getting 2 air elementals? I believe one of them's for neutral units. Is that correct?
Yeah, air elemental is supposed to be a neutral unit. However, I'm not sure. Would the backers receive 1 or 2 miniatures? Check the stretch goals description.
It may be 2, but is Conflux gonna be using them? Air elemental?
Conflux got not air but storm elemental in its lineup.
Okay.
Arkadiusz asked the question about the a big box, empty big box to buy from the first campaign. I did mention this one that unfortunately due to costs and everything else we decided not to do it, not to do it. So unfortunately no, there won't be no option.
Pledge for big box in the first campaign. Excited and already pledge. Yeah, love what you guys have done with the game. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Guys, more heroes and their skills with stretch goals. Come on.
I would love to.
We would love to, but not with this campaign. Maybe in the future, we'll see.
Yeah, I love Factory. Really interesting gameplay, and the most difficult faction to play in the current Heroes 3 game.
So we have one question about, let's have a look quickly on the page. Is everything alright? Is it refreshing?
Oh, almost 800,000.
Page broken, I think. Well, we broke the page again. Yeah, it's not refreshing. They actually changed the intervals on refreshing for 5 minutes or something like that. Because this is not moving at the moment. When you click on it, try to refresh. You want to refresh till at some point, you know. So they change the intervals. You have to wait a few seconds for the page to refresh. Okay, we can carry on to other. Additional stretch goals unlocked. Yes, as we mentioned at the beginning of stream, we're gonna have around about 100 stretch goals, and with this rate, I think we're gonna unlock all of them. That's for sure. Wow. Yeah, the refresh is better now. Tick refresh is better.
And the currency is euro.
Yeah.
Oh my.
The first campaign also currency was euro.
Yeah.
The first campaign. That's something question for you.
How would those heroes even be okay without their specialty cards? I know we will unlock them, but still. As far as I know, all of these heroes will receive their specialty cards. Maybe in a separate unlock, so be patient, but no nerves with such pace of the campaign.
What's the size of the new big box? Same size dimensionally, but the depth is different. It's gonna be half the size of the depth, so it'll be big box and then that. So we decided to make exactly the same size for storing and shipping purposes.
Back caves in Home 3 doesn't look like have the returning back a gift. Yeah, so
Sure.
again, you won't see this in your pledge. We're gonna have to add this manually into your package. So yeah, you don't have to worry about it. If you type a comment in on the page and it says prior backer near your name, then you are a returning backer and you will receive the returning backer gift.
If I picked legacy shipping, do I pay all in shipping or all new shipping when the PM opens? If I pick legacy shipping, do I pay all in shipping or all new shipping?
It depends on the pledge tier you get. Legacy shipping does not affect your overall shipping payment at all. It's an additional cost on top of what you already pay for shipping. So again, it's absolutely not counted in what you would normally pay.
Yeah. Okay. We all knew some stretch goals. Yes, that's for sure. I think I can see the stretch goals on the page now, so that's great. We're gonna have another stretch goal just in a minute unlocked.
I'm not sure if it was here or did I do something wrong. There was promised item for those who backed in the first book. Yeah. So the dice tray, it's the early bird. Again, you won't see this in your pledge because GameFound doesn't have that functionality. We just add this into your package once it's time to ship. It also has Factory Town. Will you create that as an expansion in the future? It's possible, but not guaranteed at the moment. There is a fan-made creation for it on our Discord server, but you know, maybe in the future.
What do you think, Eric, Vicky, and Tevye?
Yeah, if they're watching, then
I'm pretty sure they will be excited to work on it because one comment and remark from us, basically working with Ubisoft, they are extremely excited about the what's happening with Heroes, by the way. And you can see across the board, there will be RPG systems for Might and Magic, Heroes of Might and Magic, basically universe. There are 2 more projects we are going to do, which are not board game projects. And
don't forget about the new Heroes of Might and Magic game, actual game, or just announced. After almost 10 years of nothing except the mobile games.
So definitely because of these still a huge community following and in love with this universe, it will be happening and more. So that's great to know. From at least from point of view of Ubisoft.
Yeah, and after several years, we're back in Enroad. We not providing new stuff in the world of Heroes 5 to 7 in Ashen, but we are back to the original world of Enroad.
I'm just scrolling through comments. Give a second. We're not frozen. I'm just looking through comments and.
Hello, I have a question. Why is that every faction has 2 big minis, Stronghold 3 and Conflict only 1? I believe. I mean, obviously, when it comes to like the creatures of each faction has different size minis. I believe we have mentioned in an earlier blog post. That Stronghold will have the most amount of large creatures, but that's just mainly just due to how, down to the creatures they have. It's not really it's not really up to us what creatures were in the original game. But yeah, this is just how it turned out, I guess.
Will it be Inferno receiving campaign? So thank you for joining live stream. Yes, Inferno is going to receive with this campaign a expansion and the campaign. the campaign book.
Appreciate how we can talk directly to you guys. I did attend a Chaosium Ammo. At first it seemed more organized, but as it went on it became curated and artificial. Thank you. Yeah, no problem, man. Glad to have you here.
Let's do the factory as another community expansion with this space.
Oh well, yeah.
keep the pace. Keep the pace.
Please, I have a question. This weekend I will open the big box. If I will have something missing, can I have a replacement from you? Yes. So if you're missing anything, please head over to our website. There is a form you can fill out for missing parts or damaged parts. Right now we've finished Wave 2 shipping, so we're going to be focusing on sending out as many of these replacements as possible. But once again, I'll have to remind everyone that this is like the biggest project we've ever done. There is a lot to get through, so it's going to take some time. And we ask for your patience during this time as well.
Yeah. Why the change from Kickstarter to GameFound? Just to know, I also prefer GameFound. Several reasons. One of the reasons is basically GameFound became much better platform, backend platform for backers. For creators. And second reason is basically stretch pay, so something which is not available. I am huge advocate for stretch pay. I think this is a great idea. It protects you as a backer. It protects in general platform. So if you see something doesn't go the way you want, you think the project should go, you don't have updates, you have the power to now say, you know what, I'm not going to be paying any stretch pay anymore till you give us proper updates, and so on, so on, so on. So I'm huge advocate for them, and I believe this is that's what Kickstarter is basically missing at the moment: the stretch pay and power backers. So as you might know, many projects you just give them cash and then don't give you updates for a long time. You don't know what's going on with it. So here you have an option to actually, you have power. Like in a human.
Is stretch pay only possible with 7 payments? Can I choose less than 7? I believe you should be able to choose less than 7 if you want to. You always have the option of just immediately paying off if you want to.
Yeah. Stream crash? No, that was probably us sitting and reading comments. Yeah, that's what it is. Sometimes the silence is awkward. Well, there's lots of comments.
Hi, I have a question. Will there be cannon and first aid tent miniatures? I believe they are planned.
Yeah.
That's it, yeah. We don't want to
expect the cannon.
Yeah.
Where will be available Inferno campaign book on our website with order? It will probably be part of the stretch goals, so you're probably going to receive it in a physical booklet. But we always make these booklets also available on our website.
Yeah.
So either or works.
This is a good question. I don't see any option to choose in which language the game will be located. Is there some way to choose it, or it will get picked later? So it is. Once you actually select your pledge, you should be able to select your language.
Choose
However,
your language in a pledge.
Double check, and we're gonna be doing this one in updates and constantly repeating the same. Once the pledge manager is fully opened, you will be able to go there and adjust and change the way you want, including change the language and change your shipping address and such and such.
Wow, massive campaign, outstanding job, guys. Really love the games and how engaged you are with the community. Thanks.
Thank you, and thank you for joining our stream. I'm trying to refresh it. Okay, I think we went to the bottom of the...
Couldn't wait for the delivery and bought Dwarven Mine pre-painted. I'm waiting, and of course the heroes. They're definitely worth it. I'm glad you reissued the company.
Thank you.
Or the campaign, I believe that's supposed to say. But yeah. So why was there 2 water earth magic card and only 1 fire magic card? would you add the second Fire Magic card? I really can't speak for design. We don't have the designers here in the room. So it's hard to say.
So there will be one more stream halfway through the campaign. I think that stream will have to specifically focus on the game design, and we will get the game designers here in the room. And and we're gonna run the stream that way. So you're gonna be able to ask all those questions, and they will be able to answer the reasons why behind this or that. The reason they choose that way. Yeah. Will there be a new AR cards? Do we have them in the stretch goals? Do we have them in expansions?
I believe the AI cards in the core game.
They are in the core game, and as far as I know, no more AI cards have been planned.
I don't think we need to.
The existing ones are sufficient and all right for the game purposes.
Backers will have additional miniatures for secret behemoth card from the previous campaign. No, there's not going to be any bonus things for the secret behemoth card.
Is there gonna be secret miniature ship with my pledge? You cannot confirm, you cannot deny.
Okay, well, I mean, what can I say?
What you can say? Exactly. Not during the campaign.
Is there any way to check card count for the currently released game components? Yeah, so you can either check the content guides on our website in the download section, or you can check the previous campaign, and there's a full list of components there as well.
Also included in this campaign. After in description of each pledge or product, you've got the whole list of contents.
Big books will have separated space for expert markers. I believe there should be more than enough space for the markers in there.
Yeah, we would have to make them. We're gonna have to make them. I think we did that with some other components in the big boxes.
Yeah, it's over.
Hi, congratulations on the campaign, thank you. And I'm sorry if this already been asked, don't worry about it. But what's the dimensions and weights for the boxes? So I can tell you, it's difficult to say per individual box what is, but the entire pledge, all-in pledge, is around about 20 kilograms. It's massive. If you have a look on that page, the content of that game will last you forever, will last you for years of playing game, playing game. And yeah. And you have choose from all the factions and such. So 20 kilograms. This is the massive scale of that game.
Can the developer have a separate group to create more PvP maps for players to refer to? I see that the number of basic maps is quite small. If you're talking about custom scenarios, I do recommend checking the Discord server out. You can also filter by tags. So you can either look at like all the PvP ones, or all the co-op ones, or just the campaign scenarios. You can find all of this on our Discord server in the map designer forum.
Are you shipping to Southeast Asia, like Malaysia, Singapore, Vietnam? Yes, we do. They classify as rest of the world for shipping.
Yeah, but please know there are a lot of issues when shipping to these countries as well, usually due to customs. So if you are ordering here, please remember that you will have to very likely pay additional money to your government. We just want to make sure that you know, so that the package just doesn't get returned to us, because well, we don't have any other way to get the game to you. Hi, are the stretch goals from the previous campaign included in this one as well, is in some way, or are they lost forever? No, the stretch goals are still available. If you get the all-in pledge, you'll actually get everything, including the stretch goals from the first campaign. But I believe they should be available for separate purchases as well, the stretch goals from the first campaign, if I recall correctly.
if they are not released, then definitely we can be done. Can be done.
I mean, I have been told that they should be, but I can't check right now.
Let me quickly explain the procedure we have always in place, right? So once we do the campaign, once we finish campaign, and just a couple of months before the pledge manager, we usually send out survey. And in that survey, there's a number of questions. We ask you some, questions like, how are you? But also in that survey, there is a question about what would you like to see as extra components in a pledge manager? And that's just giving you voice and tell us what exactly you would like to see. And we will do them, we add them. So if there are some elements and items we missed during normal campaign launch, we will fix it in a pledge manager. Like you mentioned the board itself, the combat board. Yeah, I believe so. The combat board and dice, we can add it in the pledge manager, separate product. So yeah, and so on and so on. Thank you for joining stream. Can we expect Factory Forge in the future? If they have Cove from the Horn of the Abyss, then what would the remaining factory? We said that we already kind of answered this question a few times. So again, thank you for joining the stream. At the moment, there is no plans for that with this campaign, and we don't know if in the future we will be adding them in. We don't know yet. Basically, we don't know yet. We would like to.
We'd love to.
We have to discuss this internally and with the licensor and with the Horn of the Abyss crew.
So it's like a three-way situation when we have to ask many people for...
3 parties involved.
Exactly. How does the returning backer gift work? Could you please explain? So if you backed any of our previous campaigns, any type of campaigns, even the campaigns we launched like 5, 6, 7 years ago, and you just returning backer and you pledge for this campaign, you will get a returning backer gift from us. This is something we do always. So those who are coming back to back our campaigns, they always receive additional content there. For those of you who, for the first time back in, we not want to left you out, you can still go and buy, purchase those additional items which other getting for free just as a return backers. And also because of probably more people joining stream now, just to explain this one, once you back the project, you won't see this one returning backer on your invoice. You're only going to get them once we shipped out the product, because we have to filter manually entire list of backers. So following will be, please make sure if you're going to place the pledge with us, use exactly the same email address you pledge with either Kickstarter, GameFound projects, or even Pledge Manager, or even late projects with us. As long as we're going to see your email in our database, we will know you are a returning backer, and we will add in those elements to your pledge.
Three questions. If we order all in, will we get updated rulebook or exactly the same like in the first campaign? Will we get Inferno campaign inside? Will there be any additional space in any box? So again, for the all in, this depends. If you're ordering the legacy shipping, if you're ordering with legacy shipping or without, anything that's new in this campaign, it will always be sent later. It will not be included in the first wave of shipping for legacy shipping. So yeah, new stuff like the Inferno campaign and.
Okay. So now, excuse me. Let me just maybe. I lost the plot for a second here. I lost the plot
because we are rich in the million.
I was for a second frozen with number. And anyway. Just answering first question, will you get updated rulebook or exactly the same like in the first campaign? So the rulebook itself, I don't believe there is a much update except some fixing, which we're going to be implemented. However, the additional what you're going to get is also the booklet. And the booklet allows you to get,
introduction scenario.
Exactly. So that's what we're going to get as additional element to streamline this learning curve, or flatten the learning curve of the game, right? That's the first, yeah? The second one will get Inferno campaign inside. We already confirmed this one, yes, you will get Inferno. And the third one is there any additional space in the box? in any boxes for extra town. I don't think so for entire extra town, like a town of miniature, or just like a town as a new faction, like a homemade faction. I don't think so. There would be enough. There's never that much space in the boxes because these boxes are fully loaded with content, right? We're not shipping any air inside. So, you know, you might find from other companies, like in retail, sometimes games when you open, you have a insert that which is basically is air. Here you won't find no room. I can tell you right now, no room for that. Definitely we need some extra space for tokens and some extra space for cards, because sleeves cards takes up most space, but that's about it, yeah. Does the artbook option contain the new artbook? No, this is the version the first artbook, which was available from previous campaign. We haven't decided to make a second book because we didn't have enough materials for the book to be so epic as the first one. However, there is something we might have in mind. So again, once the surveys is out, if you really want this art book to be done, we will definitely gonna go for making a new art book. But we need to know from you whether this is whether people want it or not.
Again, that crack hack miniature, will it be in the box? If yes, how do I see it in which, if I will order 2 all in, if you're ordering multiple pledges, please note you're only going to receive one gift. So again, if you order the all in, you're only going to receive 1 crack hack miniature bust.
Yeah, it's a one reward per backer basically per account. So here is a suggestion. You can always get 2 accounts and yeah.
Since I was a late pledger for the first project, I assume I won't get the dice tray. No, you'll still get it. It's enough to back any of our campaigns. Even if you're a late pledger, it doesn't matter. If you participated in any way, then yeah, you will still get a dice tray.
Meow just confirmed to me that keychain, because there was few questions about the keychain. Keychain is actually acrylic keychain. It's an acrylic keychain, not metal. I would upgrade it to metal, maybe. I wonder if we get a chance that we will get a stretch goal that will add shaped figures to all minis in the shaded pledge. I'm not...
all the miniatures are shaded, but there are props which aren't shaded. I don't believe we have any plans for shading the props at this moment in time. I don't know. What do you think about that?
I don't know. We need to check. I don't think so, because the pre-shading, it takes up time. And we had this idea and we had this internal discussion. Maybe we're going to use our own painting Prismacast painting to actually do something with it. So it's still open to debate whether we want to do additional tokens. So we will see. Something we have to discuss internally. So that was the question: what materials are keychains made of? Acrylic. They are acrylic ones.
Hello from Nebraska. Love the game and can't wait to check out the new content. What are each of your favorite new mini figures in the 3 new factions?
Zombie Dragon. And new factions? Oh, no, I don't... Well.
Haspid is really impressive and big on a 50 millimeters base, but really massive model. We've got 1 million. Congratulations and thank you for your everlasting support.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your support. That's great.
Hour and a quarter and we've got 1 million. That's
impressive
amazing
number. That's a very impressive number.
Unbelievable.
And I think we have like stretch goals frozen. click refresh the page. Maybe we haven't refreshed it. Yeah, we have stretch goals. Okay, that's fine.
Oh, that's Earth Elemental.
Earth Elemental.
The next one.
So you can see two of them on the picture. I think it's just one miniature because they just renders to show you all the way around. And I think you have to look in the description like what exactly.
Yeah, maybe that's clarified in the stretch goals description.
Question. Will there be cards for neutral units from the previous expansions factions during stretch goal, please? I don't think so. Is it necessary?
Not really, not really. There will be for sure more brand new neutral units, neutral units cards, but maybe they will be this kind of neutral units based on the faction units will be included in new expansion boxes.
Right. Okay.
Maybe, but I'm not sure. We need to double check that one.
We will confirm this one in a halfway through the campaign stream. I won't be on it, by the way, because I'm gonna be in the UK. Or would I? What time we're planning to do that?
Next week.
Next week.
So you won't be present.
I'm back because I'm going to trade show next week in the UK. I'm back on Thursday. So if we move stream to Thursday, we can do that on Thursday then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's gonna be almost halfway through. Well, past halfway. Yeah, it would be.
Yeah, past halfway, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just one day after, yeah?
Yes.
Because Wednesday will be the end of it. Yeah, so we will do on Thursday. I will be available as well, by the way. So, yeah. Are you planning to release better rulebook? I mean, that's the thing about the rulebook itself. If we're going to... we created additional content for the game, which is basically kind of... at the moment, how we call it, like introductionary mission or introduction gameplay through, is made with the community. So it's actually made with one of the author of combined rulebook for Heroes board game, and we've made that with him. The whole idea is basically to speed up the process of learning the game, and that's about it. Now, we had this discussion internally: should we just do like the rulebook from scratch? However, if we do that, this campaign will be at least 1 year late for shipping, only because we have to translate to other languages and put everything in a paper again. So it was much easier and better to create this extra expansion, just clarify a few things once you play, and that's about it. The only solutions we basically see it, yeah.
Hi, is there a chance he will add all except core game? Because for now it costs more than even to buy the all-in. I'm assuming this is for like people who have bought the core game already in retail.
Oh yeah, unfortunately not. We wanted to do that, but it was a little bit too complicated for the pledges. You could combine everything if you go and select by line item by line item. So that's only one way to do that without the without going for the entire big box. Yeah, this is the second question which I can see about, oh Jesus, about big box and not having cards. So for the extras, we will do that fixing with the second big box for the expansions. Yeah, we need a little bit more space there, and we will have the chance. I mean, this one, imagine or not, but once the manufacturer, this is the biggest box. This is the biggest box size-wise a manufacturer is able to do. It's nothing bigger. You cannot go anything bigger than this. So even if we wanted to do it with the first campaign, just to have small extra space, we wouldn't be able to do that. So yeah.
Hi guys, awesome job and congrats to the campaign. Any possibility to purchase any of your products locally at your place? A local store planned in the future?
There is actually local gaming store,
Yeah,
Chaos Games, and they have our products. From us, like from this place, unfortunately not. That might not be possible because we're basically like a factory. But definitely, if you're going to join us at any trade show, either here locally in Poland or Germany, UK, USA, we will have the products there for you to buy.
will add a unit leaflet for other factions. It could be as a unit book for all the all-in backers.
Do you have any answer on that one?
I mean, I don't see why not. Oh yeah, we'll definitely consider it.
The back of the books, because there were no graphic, there was just simple graphic there on the back of the books. We decided to the back of the books will be like what's the name? The summary of the rules, or summary of the buildings, or summary of some of the elements that will speed up the process of going through the game itself, and then we won't have to go through the rules, individual rules. And this is combined with this question, which was, I played your game many times, I love it. The only problem is the rules are scattered, all of the instructions. That's absolutely correct. So what we decided to do is the back of the rule book, you will find the summary of the rules, and that summary of the rules allow you to at least go through much easier and much faster through some of the rules. You have to bear in mind, this is a huge game. This is not like just, a basic game. It's a basic game with ×3 ×4. It's a massive. So it is also complicated because we have a special individual rules for each of the faction, and so on, so on, so on. So that's
10 faction in total now.
Yeah. So that's why we do understand the complexities there, and we're trying to make as easy to learn, as easy to play as possible. Are you planning to sell extra faction figures in the future? The idea is that I can see the figures for neutral army if I fight against the same units.
Yeah, I believe you're able to purchase the neutral miniatures
And props.
and props in the add-ons. As for faction figures, you should be able to. They might even be in the same box as the neutral miniatures.
Yeah, always in the faction expansion box.
Yeah, so yeah, you are able to purchase additional copies if you want to.
Except the core game, because faction units for core game are in a separate box. All other factions got the whole lineup in their box.
Yeah. Okay, I want to buy an additional dice tray. Is that possible?
In the add-ons section.
In the add-ons.
In the add-on sections, you are able to add it.
How's it with shipping if I order, for example, stretch goals plus
Ja idę tylko powoli, muszę iść i to załatwić. Ciśnie cholera, jak ty zaczynasz.
faction units? How much shipping costs grow for one additional box? Shipping costs, as we mentioned earlier, there's various shipping cost brackets. There's like certain thresholds if you cross, your shipping costs will increase. So it mainly just depends on that. We have more or less the shipping costs available on our in the section for shipping. But as for like one particular box, how much would that increase? I can't tell you at this moment in time, but you will be able to check once the pledge manager launches. You'll be able to check exactly how much you would increase shipping costs. If I choose all in with stretch pay and then add something in the pledge manager, then how will my payment look like? So if you have stretch pay active, if you want to add something else to your pledge, you have to pay off immediately the item that you want to add. Not the entire pledge you're using stretch pay on, but any additional item you have to pay off immediately. You can't add anything to stretch pay once you've turned it on. Can we expect the Rust Dragon to be added? I believe it is already in the game, is it not?
We got Rust Dragon.
Yeah, it's right there. Are you planning on adding any special accessories to the board game? For example, some special card inserts? I don't believe we have any plans for that at the moment. There's a lot of work involved with...
maybe in Pledge Manager.
Yeah, maybe in Pledge Manager. No promises at the moment,
Yeah,
though.
subject for consideration.
I think in early stages of first campaign there were more 3D version of dice for resources. Is it possible to buy it, or maybe you can share models to print? For dices, well, we're not sharing any of the assets for this game because we don't even own them.
That's the property of Ubisoft.
Thing. Yeah, it's Ubisoft. It's owned by Ubisoft. It's their thing. So we can't share it. Maybe we'll consider making like additional copies available in the pledge manager, but yeah, something that we'll look into. You know, with the what's it called? The survey, yeah. Once with the campaign's over, we're going to run a survey, and you'll be able to pick which add-ons you want to see.
Hey, I'm back.
Okay. What are the expert effect markers? It's been some time since I last played this game. Is it a new mechanic added with new talent? Yeah, no, it's
not a new mechanic. It's only for keeping in track of your expert effects amount on a hero card. So you've got this crown here, and these markers are designed for make your management more convenient.
Yeah, like so when you've got ability cards, you've got like the top row and the bottom row. The bottom row has like a stronger effect, but you need to use like the expert tokens to use that effect, and you only get a limited amount every turn.
Okay, so thank you for joining the stream. When do you expect to ship legacy shipping, comparing it to shipping of the new content? So legacy shipping, we plan to ship in the first quarter of next year. So something between February. In February, the container should arrive here. And then new content shipping should be the third quarter. At least that's what we say at the moment in the in our Gunter, so in our project management tool. So that is round about September, maybe pushing to October maximum for the new content. We will try to do it faster. We are very advanced in terms of this game because the original hero we needed to spend like 3-4 months additional just because we needed to make expansion.
Inferno hasn't been planned.
That's what it is. Inferno on the first expansion, imagine or not, Inferno wasn't even planned, and we did the Inferno, and the course at least like 3 months delay on.
Yeah, and that's also the reason behind the Inferno faction is lacking the thematic campaign. Yep. We ain't have time to deliver it on time.
That's what it is. So this is why it's gonna be happening now. I mean, this time around we don't want to do anything crazy. Yeah, we should be fine now.
The suggestion request: how about adapting Heroes 5? That's an interesting idea, but I do feel like it would kind of defeat the point of this board game. Although when it comes to Heroes 5, I believe there will be some mechanics from that going to our next Heroes game, which is going to be Heroes Battles. At least some aspects from that game. It's going to be a rank and file game, mainly focused on like the fights. I do recommend checking out. We have a couple blog posts already available on our website about the game.
Yeah, and the new blog post is coming this week with some quotes from Andy Chambers and Jervis Johnson. So expect the new blog entry soon.
Yeah. So you will find definitely some of that, but in different games.
Yep.
Not necessarily the board game.
Why is stretch goal faction big is missing on the all-in reward picture? I'm not sure, but it should definitely be in there.
If you have in description, just follow the description.
Check the description, yeah.
Because description is definitely the most important. It should be, because all-in reward is basically about it. It's about all-in. Today, by the way, just to let you know, don't freak out. Today it's already 5:30 in Poland. Some of the team already left. Some of the team is still available here. Some of the things we'll be fixing tomorrow. If we miss any, obviously, like there's some graphic missing or whatever, we're gonna be fixing this one tomorrow as well. Yeah.
Yeah, errors always occur.
Yeah, it happens. It's a too large campaign. It's not like 1-0 campaign. It's basically a massive.
Yeah, will the Hotan neutral units like the Fangum, the Satyr, the Leprechaun be included in these stretch goals?
Spoiler alert, yes.
There you go.
Yep.
It's good to hear. Will there be a chance to get metal coins as an add-on? I don't think we have any plans for that.
Plastic coins.
Yeah, well, maybe it's
Plastic,
plastic,
yes.
yeah.
Much faster, much quicker.
That would be an amazing stretch goal.
No, enough of me. Enough of me. Look, I mean, my head is too big for that one, but yeah.
Which trade shows in the UK are you going to?
Oh, this is actually BLE. It's a licensing trade show. We have a lot of licensing partners who wants to sit down and close the deals for other licensing products in the future. So I'm going there personally, or as always, on every single trade show. A majority of the trade shows I go there personally. Yeah, but it's not like a trade show. Trade show is basically licensing trade show. Yeah, it's in London. It's in London, and it's starting next Monday, finishing on Wednesday. So Monday, Tuesday meetings. Maybe I'm gonna bring something great. So we'll see.
Hey everyone, at last I have the time to join the stream. I hope I'm not too late.
No, yeah, at the right time. We actually passed 1 million and we close into 1.1 million.
Yeah, and we still got 14 days upon us.
Thank you, Carol, for joining. What's legacy shipping? So legacy shipping is shipping all the products that we already have made so far from the first campaign. So a big box and all the expansions from the first campaign. You can get a much faster shipping around about February next year. Yeah, that what we miss. I won't be able to answer on this stream. So the question is, what are the sizes of the hoodies and t-shirts? I think we're gonna have to update the graphic to show people dimensionally how big they are, the sleeve length and in a shoulder dimension. So we will do that.
Mm-hmm.
Did I hear that you are changing the Manticore miniature? No.
No.
No, we are not changing Manticore miniature.
Nor the artwork.
Yeah, the Manticore stays as it is as a miniature because it's nothing missing there. if you know what I mean. We only added one additional card, which is like kind of, yeah.
Hey, congrats on with the new campaign. One question though, why is Yana gonna go on? Why does she not make any more art for the board game?
I think this project was too small basically for her. If I remember correctly, last time when we wanted to have a chat about it, was the project was basically too small. And also I think she's got different commitments nowadays. She's got a full-time job in one of the studios, big studios. So it'll be quite difficult to get everything on time, which is the biggest worry for us because we need to make sure that we are delivering things. The content-wise is delivered on time. Yeah. But we have a great artist. We hire more artists for this project.
Do you plan to add new Astrologers Proclaim with much more content? I'm pretty sure there were a lot of repeating questions in BBG and Discord that could get added. I'm assuming he's referring to the booklet with like the questions answered from the developers. So are we going to be printing a second version of that book?
Hi Miłosz, thank you for joining. Sorry, Szymon, did you answer this question? Sorry, I got the.
No, that was a question. Are we going to be printing a second version of the astrologers?
No, we decided to create and print introductory scenario instead.
Okay.
Yeah. So Miłosz, I do understand you don't see those elements in your pledge. Those things are added automatically, and you won't be able to see them there yet. So, like for instance, the dice tray we have to add manually, and we have a process in place of doing that. So yeah. So don't worry about it at this stage. Have a look on FAQ. I believe we have explained this one FAQ how it works. Now guys, still discussing here about the elementals.
Question related to previous campaign, maybe.
So shipping of all elements which we replacement elements are being now. We're doing it now. So please expect them shortly.
Mm-hmm.
Are you planning to release transcript of answers to those questions here? I mean, most of the answers we provided here you will find on a page in the FAQ section. If there are any missing, we will upload them tomorrow, update them tomorrow. Not today, because today it's already late, and we value that people need to rest and go home and recharge batteries for tomorrow. So tomorrow we will upload update the FAQ itself.
Can we pay instantly for the base pledge, for example, and then later on add all the add the rest through stretch pay? Will it not be available because I purchased something already?
Oh, that is a good question. I do believe you need to.
I think yes, in the pledge manager. This is the same situation we have now with caves.
Mm-hmm.
So we added in a possibility in case, and you correct me if I'm wrong here.
Mm-hmm.
Jakub, but I think we added in option to a late pledge with stretch pay, but the condition is you have to pay it in a shorter period
because there's a set cutoff date.
Yeah, there's a set cutoff date. So yes, later in the pledge will be in the pledge manager you'll be able to increase it and also get the stretch pay additionally.
Mm-hmm.
And top this.
Maybe this additional neutral units based on the remaining factions will be added in the expansions. We will check it out.
I'll check it out. How many stretch goals are there in total? We did mention about 100 stretch goals. Nearly 100 stretch goals. With this speed, we're probably going to unlock them very quickly. So yeah. Is the possibility to add additional items a factory units only? Faction unit only. Factory. I think about the factory.
Yeah, factory.
No, not yet. In the future. There are only 3 now, but I may to buy fortress units once more.
But I don't need anything else. Faction units only.
Well, if you want to just buy the units, we won't be able to do that because
they are in the same box as the whole expansion.
Exactly.
Except the core game.
Where I can find some info regarding RPG in Heroes universe. I wonder if there will be based on D&D and maybe DNL mechanics. Actually, the RPG is done by Modiphius, Some of the shreds of information you will find on our blog post. I believe we did like a blog post or not? We did, I think.
Yeah, we did share some information.
Yeah, but if you go to Modifius or just Google Modifius and then Heroes of Might and Magic, actually Might and Magic RPG, you will definitely find a lot of links and you can read up about the campaign. I think it's going to be a crowdfunding campaign next year and so on. I think if it's going to be done on that system, it needs to be done on 2D20. This is like their own, like a core system they have developed. I'm talking here about the Modifius. So that's that, yeah. Nothing from DNL for that campaign yet. Yeah,
we gotta discuss this.
Thank you for joining. In terms of any replacement or missing elements from the first campaign, they are being shipped now. We need to finish second wave shipping, and now we're going back to fixing other things. Barbarian Jarek, yep. Yes, I'm going to attend Essen Spiel. I'm going to be there for entire time. We do have lots of meetings scheduled, but if you see me just on a shop floor, just say hello. I will definitely find some few minutes of time to have a chat and show you what's new.
If I'm returning back with New Orleans, do I get the Inferno campaign as well? It's going to be part of the stretch goals, so yeah, so you're still going to get it.
How and when do I get the add-on to the to our pledge? If you are returning backer, no, the 48 hours. Yeah. Excuse me. The trade's for 48 hours, right?
Yes.
So you have you? They should be seeing that one over the moment or not?
No, they won't see it in their pledge, but they should be able to add it as an add-on in the.
Yeah, after 48 hours, I assume they will be available in the add-ons section also.
That is correct. So that is correct. Yeah, but if you just back now, you won't be able to see it at the moment. It's on the backend info, just for us to ship it out. So you won't be seeing it in your pledge, but you have it. Well, Heroes Might and Magic Battles miniatures will be scoped the same style as miniatures for the Heroes 3 board game. Slightly different style, very similar, but different scale.
Different technology also.
Yeah.
Yes, and different technology which allow us to actually create much more complicated miniatures.
Yeah, that they will be different.
Yeah.
Different, a little bit different style and different technology.
But I think the most important will be the scale which I mentioned. So the dragon will be the size of dragon. And so on. Are you streaming till the end of the campaign? No, I think we're gonna be wrapping up, just in 15 minutes. So maybe last 15 minutes. Been already 3 hours, 2.5 hours, and I can feel it that we are running out of energy here. What's the mention of this all-in new big box versus old campaign big box? I found that dimensions, but which one is the this T-shirt is based on the EU or USA? Because USAM is like Euro L. Okay, so T-shirts and everything else, we will update the dimensions. This is something which we totally miss, because we should provide at least the chest size and the sleeves length. So that will be done tomorrow. In terms of dimension of the box, the big box is that size, this size. However, is it's not that depth, so it's basically short. It's half that size. Okay. Yeah, I know. I know. I'm always freak about those things, especially out of plenty of them upstairs. And a place down with just Jesus Christ. I don't feel it right with it. Yeah, My HDHD kicks in. Okay. Can you read it out, guys? Sorry.
Yeah, sure. If I purchase the all-in pledge today, will the recurring contents like the core game, the tower expansion, be exactly the same as the previous campaign? Or will there be slight/minor changes? Just some of the minor changes we went over would be like having the cards labeled from like the expansion they come from. I believe. Do we have any other minor changes as well for these two boxes? Yeah, there will be like minor improvements, minor changes. Mainly just quality of life stuff.
Yeah. Is the art from the stretch goal boxes final? Designing different a lot from other boxes?
No, they are placeholders, to be honest. Work in progress. The box for these sets are still not ready.
Yep. So we're still gonna be working on those things. I still have to go through final approval with Ubisoft, right? On that.
Yeah.
Now the war machine have miniatures, so will they get health points so that the opponent can destroy them during battle? That would be great.
Each miniature comes with a war machine card, so possible, yeah.
Can you show us a close-up sneak peek of maybe 1-2 miniatures models? No, we won't be able to right now because they already been sent out for manufacturing, but we don't have the samples yet. So once we have the samples, we will do that, and that will be probably one of the first updates because, as I mentioned, we shipped them. When we did ship them? 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago?
Something like this.
Something like that. So they are currently being in a cutting process, and once we have them engineered by the manufacturer in China, we will get the samples and we will be able to show you samples. But quality wise, it's exactly the same sculptors and it's exactly the same manufacturer, so you should expect exactly the same quality, if not better.
Is the Inferno campaign a separate stretch goal for returning backers? No, it's nothing like that. It's just going to be a regular stretch goal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Will there be one sheet with all relevant information to icons of all factions and special ones for factions and expansions, and also the first campaign and now for this new campaign?
Yes, this new element, this new expansion, this new element which we talk about, this one, we'll have that one. We'll have on the back. So we want to add at the back just a quick summary of all those rules, which you have to then, you don't have to go through the rulebook and find them. Do we have to do anything special besides ordering in early to get the dice tray? No, you don't have to. You won't see it. You won't see it. It is there. It is on the back end of the system, but it's not visible for you at the moment. It's just for us to for the packing list generation. So don't worry about this one. You don't have to do nothing. And have a look in FAQ. I think it's explained in FAQ. We'll be able to buy extra dice trays as add-ons. I've been off and on, so not sure if this has been asked. Yeah, we have them in the Pledge Manager, right? Not the
dice trays.
Yeah, the dice trays. Yeah, they should be available as an add-on. But if they're not, then we definitely need it.
Yeah, something to be clarified tomorrow. Tomorrow. Will there be some balance changes for the starts of units cards from the first campaign? No, we don't think so. There is a requirement for the balancing at the moment. We haven't seen any, let's call them majority of players complaining about any of the unit whatsoever. So at this stage, we're going to leave it as it is. We don't want to mess around with it.
Yeah, and also we can assure you that the new factions will be well balanced.
Yeah. Are we getting a booklet with stats only for the new expansions or the others too? Not sure what to answer here.
I'm not sure. Maybe he would talk to like one of the designers over
Yeah.
something, but I'm not sure about what that's about.
Yeah, so this one is correct one. This one is the question which, thank you for this question again. Yes, that's the thing. The buildings will be on the back of the book itself as well. So you have a small icon and showing which building and exactly what it does. So you don't have to go through the rule books anymore. So that's what we want to do. Get those tiny rules. You have them scattered in the book somewhere on a cover, on the back of the cover of the rules and back of the cover of other rule books, just to make sure that is clear to understand and clear to read. Are the colors of the new faction final? For instance, Rampart looks a pale shade of green on the promotional images. Okay, so no, they're not. Quickly, this is basically made as render, and the final product, like, will be in plastic. It will look definitely different. At least we'll have different shade of green or different shade of color. That's for sure.
Thank you guys for making a dream come true. Of course, I'm back on board again. Big Box is already saved. I guess he pledged for it, which, you know, thank you for the support.
Thank you for the support. And we close into 1.2. We close into 1.2. That's great.
And really impressive. In 2 hours.
I may have missed this earlier, but if we already bought the big box from the first Kickstarter, are the new expansions compatible with the old big box? The gameplay-wise, yes, they are compatible. The new expansions won't fit into the old big box, but we're going to be making a new big box, which you can pick in when you go to choose your pledge.
Which also size-wise will be compatible with the
Yes.
with the big box.
Yeah.
Yes, Javier, that's a good question. And the original big box doesn't have enough space for the tokens. Could you please add some space to all tokens in the expansion big box? We will make some additional pockets in expansion big box just for additional tokens if you want to put them in. That's correct. That's what we'll do. Okay. Have any more questions coming? If not, we're slowly gonna get.
Plastic token for valuables and building tokens, like a single crystal or triple shaped crystal in red color, and one stone or one triple stone. It would give nice tactile experience, and maybe replace the cardboard.
Something to note, something to take on board. That's for sure. Okay.
Constructs as neutral units. Will we have both basic and upgraded units, as in Earth and Magma elementals?
In the faction lineup, you will receive upgraded versions, but basic elements like fire, air, water will be available as neutral units in stretch goals.
Yeah. We'll get more arrow tokens. Well, people are missing arrow tokens as well. So.
Yeah, magic arrow tokens. I believe it's because the tower expansion didn't necessarily have.
Definitely yes.
Yeah.
We did mention this one in one of the opening meetings that we need this magic arrow tokens. I thought about the arrow tokens, those ones there.
For the movement tracking. Not sure in that.
Oh, maybe, yeah, maybe
because that's what I read that one. Maybe I read it wrongly. Will there be more miniatures for all other buildings on the map tiles? What is that?
Yeah, keep checking the stretch goal list.
That's it. Surprise, surprise is coming. So thank you for joining the stream. Those all-in pledges with the big boxes has the small boxes from the game. No, the big box replaced the small boxes. right? So we basically get all the content from all the expansions and redesign to fit in a big box. Yeah. The new big box will be the same size, shape, but the flat, right? So yes, that's the idea. That's what it is. You don't see probably on the graphic because graphic needs to be updated, but definitely this is the size, and it's basically only the depth is different.
One can really see how much attention and passion has been put into this huge game. These new expansions are only going to make it better. Great job, guys, and congrats. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, and thank you for supporting. No? Is there still a chance for Battlefield playmat? Thank you for joining. And thanks for the question. I did mention this, that after the campaign, we will be sending out a survey. In that survey, we will be asking you what else you would like to see in the Pledge Manager as additional content. We haven't planned this for this campaign. However, this question is coming back for the 5th time, I believe, or maybe for the 6th time. So I believe there is a need for that somehow to be there. So once the survey is out, please fill it in. Let us know what you want, and we will definitely give you what you want.
Hello, I calculated that already 3,000 plus orders for legacy content. Will you be able to manufacture all of it until the target legacy shipping date?
So
we're already working on manufacturing, I believe.
Yeah, we scheduled 8,000 copies. That could be increased for another 4,000 copies if needed. So I would be worried if we're going to reach like 12,000 orders for legacy. That's going to be the moment when I'm going to be a little bit of panicking. Not panicking, but we're going to find a solution with manufacturer.
Will the max number of players change with the new expansions? I don't believe that so, no.
It will be possible to play with even 10 players, but it's still recommended to keep this amount on 4 players maximum.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a behemoth of the game, like other games we do. So like Master of Rain is also a huge game and also needs to cap the number of players which is on the board. But yeah.
Do the add-ons of the several boxes from previous campaigns, such as the stretch goals, the core faction units, factions, expansions, include pre-shaded minis or unshaded?
Depending on what you choose. If you're going to choose pre-shaded option, you're gonna get them as a pre-shaded. If you're going to choose unshaded, you're gonna get them unshaded. But
I'm not sure if it's gonna have those in the add-ons though. These boxes, they're available as pledges, but I don't think they're available as shaded add-ons because there's gonna be too many different products, and in the
Okay,
we'll have to
make a note, and we'll look into this one tomorrow. You know.
Yep.
Because I think if you don't, we'll look into this one tomorrow.
Will the merchandise items ship together with the pledges or earlier? Will there be extra shipping for merchandise items? Will the pledge shipping costs? Or do the pledge shipping costs already cover the shipping for merchandise?
So all the shipping cost, the final shipping cost you're going to find once we have a pledge manager fully opened. Mm-hmm. And I did mention this. There is a brackets in which if you pass the brackets of the shipping cost, it will increase. Some of the cases, the shipping cost, if you add more content, won't be going up because of you haven't reached the XYZ bracket. So in this situation, the first question is if the extra shipping cost will be sent with pledges, so not on the legacy. So we don't want to make the legacy because again it will increase the complexity, and I want the legacy to be out of the door straight away once we actually reach our factory. So that's the question number one. The second one, we don't know yet till the pledge manager is fully opened. We also don't know because of we don't know how many stretch goals we're gonna open, and how big the stretch goals and weight-wise, size-wise will be. So this is why we always show the approximate costs for shipping, which sometimes goes up and down, but not much, but might go up and down.
We have no option to take Inferno shaded add-on when we have gameplay all in shaded from the first campaign.
I don't understand why it's not there. I will ask the team tomorrow, and don't fear out and don't be let down or feel let down. We will check that one tomorrow. Maybe basically we missed this one for the campaign. Okay, so if we're gonna be able to add it during campaign, we will add it in. If not, definitely at the point of pledge manager. So on the pledge manager, we'll be able to add additional, like the shaders. Okay, I think it's 6 o'clock. We've been here from 3 o'clock, so 3 hours for the live stream is a little bit too much. I can tell by your faces. At least I had something to drink. You had nothing to drink for 3 hours and no loo. I want to say thank you for joining us. Thank you for the joining and supporting our great company. We're gonna be seeing each other again on Thursday next week on another live stream, which is halfway through campaign live stream. We'll invite more people. I mean, as you can see now, we have a new setup, so more people can actually fit by the table. And what else there? We're gonna have like more questions, and we're gonna be able to answer more questions regarding the gameplay, maybe some surprises to tell you, maybe some other stories to tell you. Okay, thanks again, and we are closing the stream, and we see each other next week, and in the comments.